Everybody's on the same.
We all built it together.
The same thing in mind.
Everyone got hyped.
Except Bruce
You didn't hear?
Naughty America.
Welcome everybody to the Hooligan Sports Podcast, Season 2, Episode 4. We got the guys here.
Guess who's back here?
Full house.
And we got a really cool addition to our screen. And Kilo make me look cool right about now. There it is. She got me. She beat me by like 2 seconds.
She already had it on deck. She
no
days
ready
off. To go.
She was like, "Don't tell me what to
Undisputed
do."
MVP.
So a little week off. We had.
So
yeah,
we had a week off, and surprisingly, it was a very busy sports week.
Why
a little too. Every time we take a break, like the biggest things happen.
Everything happens.
We gotta take more breaks then for the big things to happen.
Honestly, not always good though, because our last break is the Kobe accident.
Yeah.
Then before that was our winter break. So yeah, some stuff has happened. This time, some good stuff
and bad stuff, depending on how you see.
Let's go with the good stuff first. Let's bring the good news. The Dodgers.
Yeah.
The Dodgers made a big splash finally.
I mean, we talked about it briefly last
Andrew
week.
Friedman out here hearing the people complaining and saying, "Oh, you don't never do anything. I'll never do anything." All right.
Which is
okay,
most
fans?
which is
fans
most
okay?
which is most of the group here.
Right?
Okay, I'm pretty reserved about it. Yeah.
I never said you. I said most of the group.
So we take much joy in trolling Bustos over Andrew
in the group
Friedman.
chat,
he's like under the biggest microscopes that you can possibly be under, because any small move he'll make bad. Is like, where you see Bustos? This is the problem with Andrew Friedman. But this last trade, he finessed him, and the original deal was already a finesse.
Yeah, we talked about that.
The original deal, and then the deal got modified, and we won even more the second time around. Like, how is that possible?
I mean, it sucks giving up that extra prospect or two.
Right.
But we don't. One of the key good thing about the move, we added additional prospect.
We got a prospect in which people are saying could be the next closer of the Dodgers.
And the Dodgers don't have any future relief pitchers in the farm.
Right.
So you get a guy who can throw 100 plus.
And thank God, over that week that the Angels deal, which was originally reported on Sunday, fell through because of Artie Moreno is now coming out that
Artie Moreno grew so impatient. He's like, you know what? Done.
Yeah, he nixed the deal himself, which would have given him his number 2 starter and another solid.
They've been begging for starting pitching for like so long in Anaheim, and it's like we're like, here, you got Jock Peterson, and we're going to give you a starting pitcher in Ross Stripling.
Your immediate number 2 after Otani.
Yeah,
mind
exactly.
You. He immediately jumps to the top of their depth
Artie
charts.
Moreno, how dumb are you?
He's not
stupid.
He's definitely not Friedman.
We were giving you 2 players.
We literally gifted you.
And what happens for it?
Artie Moreno got tired of being the little brother here in Southern California.
Grew impatient.
In the greater Los Angeles area.
I bet you he thought that the Dodgers were going to get hurt by going over the salary cap. And the Dodgers
he was going to be able to get even more from that situation?
Yeah, Dodgers we're way over. We're still going to be way over after the situation.
Well, thank God he's impatient, because with Jock in that lineup and being able to switch between Jock and Pollock, that's a scary left field that the Dodgers have. Already, we're saying on paper, probably one of the greatest Dodger teams going into a season that we've seen. I don't want to get too optimistic, but on paper,
offensively, probably one of the best Dodgers offense of all time.
Right.
On paper. Pitching wise, we still have some work to do.
But not bad.
No, it's not bad.
Not bad. And what's the cool thing about the Dodgers lineup is there's not many holes in the lineup. If the young guys start performing like they have been, at the end of the rotation, I know they're saying they might not give May and Gosling they might be on a innings limit and all that kind of stuff. But if these guys come through and they can pitch, Dodgers are going to be scared.
I think you could find a 4th or 5th pitcher. You combine the starts of Ross Stripling, Julio Urias, Dustin May, and Tony Gosling.
Yeah,
I think you find a good 4 and 5 right there to go with David Price, Clayton Kershaw, and Walker Buehler.
Yeah, freaking Buehler. I mean, this is the thing. Being a Dodgers fan, obviously, we've been hurt. We've had some pain, so it sucks. You get so optimistic and excited going into the season, they're not going to hurt me this time. They've changed.
When the playoff starts rolling around, we'll start thinking about how are the Dodgers going to screw us over?
Yeah, how are we going to get hurt this time?
Yeah, how are we going to get hurt this time?
We're not.
I do it every year.
Yeah, like it never
Like,
fails.
so how are we gonna screw this up?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm scared. Like this is such a good team, but I'm still like, man.
Well,
I hope they don't.
I'll say this:
mess this chance up.
Every other year,
Uh-huh.
the team with the best record has won the World Series the last couple of years after a bad streak.
So you're saying that.
So we're
key
saying
is
is that
to-
we probably need a bad streak.
So the key is you need to get the best record this year. Because if 2016 Cubs won it, had the best record. 17 Houston,
Astros.
like the third or second best record. 18 Red Sox.
They did not.
Red Sox
Houston did not have the best record in baseball in
every other year.
2017.
I said every other year.
Oh, every other year. Okay.
Yeah, 2017
So
Houston.
just 16, 18, and you're saying 20 would be the third in this pattern.
So you got to win.
I don't know.
I don't know
Who says
about that.
You're crazy.
Yeah, he is crazy.
I feel like you're bringing some witchcraft into it.
There he
Whoa.
goes.
There he goes.
Again, that was a superstitious stat.
So
Very
how early do you think the Dodgers are gonna clinch the NL West then?
That's a great
I'm
question.
Like June, like June,
Yeah,
or
June-
like opening day early?
But
Opening day?
Yeah, 4th of July game. I think we're gonna have a champagne party. I don't know.
Hey,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to sound like one of those
I
fans.
know.
I hate those fans. We're just like, obviously, like the Yankees 27 ring kind of fans where they're just like, oh no,
But it's
we're
okay.
the best. No one could beat us. But like,
Right.
I genuinely like, even if I was a fan of the Kansas City Royals going into the season, I'd be like, man, those Dodgers. Like, I feel like that's part of what it's hard for me to, as a
Right.
Dodger fan, say that and not sound like I'm coming across like completely
Right.
homer and like.
Yeah, everyone's saying
Yeah.
though, David Price. Why David Price? Well, everyone forgets that David Price pitched in the AL East.
Yeah, and
The price is right, duh.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very
That's
much.
a very,
and-
that's a
and-
quiet come up right there for the Dodgers.
And on the 24th anniversary of that movie coming out, Happy Gilmore, when Bob Barker
I
said,
thought you were talking about the actual Price is Right. I was like,
I know,
who
like,
says
dude,
it's
the
been
price-
around
I
longer
know.
than 24 years.
Bob Barker's old as hell.
That's for sure. That's for sure been around. But Price is going to be definitely solid. Like you said, pitching in the National League in a pitcher-friendly park. Like,
getting rid of Valdez.
I think that's a big addition that nobody really talks about.
I think people, are underrating.
He's a
that
guy
move.
who, like, for years had, been rumored to the Dodgers. Even when his days with Tampa, there was a chance that we almost had him before he went to Detroit or Toronto.
Our Friedman guy. Friedman drafted him as a first pick.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah,
I forgot about that.
Way to go, Friedman.
Jeez, Friedman, screw everything out.
Right.
That was a solid draft move, but I can't give it to him.
And then
Give it to him.
the freaking press conference, he acted like he was the hero.
All right,
Our
guys.
Lord.
David
Savior.
Price was probably glad to get out of Boston.
Speaking of press conferences, guys,
Oh yeah.
there's been some interesting press conferences in this first week of spring training.
Oh,
you knew this.
Let's talk
You
about
knew
it.
this was going to come out.
Let's talk about it. We're going to talk about
gonna
it?
talk about
We're
it.
going to talk about it.
All right, so starting off, the Houston Astros had their official apology
I'm sorry.
team press conference with the owner.
Hi, YouTube. Let's do this one more time. Official.
Official. I mean,
Official.
it was technically official.
Totally official.
I think the quotation marks are apology.
Apology.
Yeah, because it wasn't much of an apology. So much as though, all right, let's start from the beginning. They basically had a very scripted response, didn't seem very sincere or very remorseful, to which the rest of the MLB was not having this, including our own Dodgers. Bellinger.
It's
Turner,
really a shame that YouTube has
Stripling.
these restrictions on us, especially doing a live podcast because the Hooligan guys, we're here for the children. Don't worry, I'm not going to say anything bad. I know. I want to hear it because it's one of my favorite sound bites, but I'm not going to do it.
Children friendly?
I'm not going to say it. You know what I'm thinking, but
Tommy?
I'm not going to say
Have
it.
you ever been
Tommy,
children
don't.
What? No. Why?
But
Fuck.
in regards to the
Get that mask.
honestly, in regards to these alleged apologies from the Houston Astros, I mean, it's really a shame that I can't really say the wonderful profanities that I want to say because those apologies
We're really
are
bad.
just terrible.
I mean,
Horrible.
Absolutely terrible.
I mean, the conference was scripted.
Yeah.
And it seemed rushed. Like,
I don't know what was more
just say sorry
I honestly
and then walk off the podium. Get them off.
I feel bad for Dusty Baker.
I honestly
know,
don't
what
know
he was
what's
getting
more
into.
believable, the Astros' apologies or Alex Bregman's height.
Wow.
I
I should have been ready for that.
I thought he was gonna say OJ being not guilty.
Why are you talking about
What's more
Bregman's height?
believable, O.J. Simpson being innocent or the Astros' apologies? Yeah, I went there.
Wait, I'm surprised you're not talking about Bregman's height. The guy height supposed to be talking about is Altuve, not Bregman.
Both of them, actually.
Well, at least Altuve, the one thing Altuve is actually honest about is his height.
Would you guys be fine
And
and
his
just...
collarbone
That's the
tattoo.
third one. That's a hat trick right there.
Wait, I missed it. What was it?
I said at least, Altuve is actually honest about his height. The one thing that he's actually been honest about being on the Astros.
I mean, I'll give it to you.
Because the Astros lied about it.
They lied about everything else. That's the one honest. And I don't even think he's honest about that one.
I'm on fire tonight.
Would you guys be happy just letting Aaron Judge and Jose Altuve fight it out in the octagon to settle this?
Sold. I am in on that.
Winner
I'm
gets
here.
the
I am here for
2017
that.
MVP.
You know, if that was an actual fight, you know how excited I'd be. Me and Tommy. I would ask Tommy to bring his cases of the finest beers, which he's already.
finest
Look at that
beers.
face
The
right now.
finest of
Look at that
Stone.
face right now. He's thinking about it.
Stone
Stone.
IPA.
We got Stone.
Well, how long would that fight last?
The
A minute?
golden one.
21
I don't
seconds
care. Me and Tommy would
No,
pregame it.
no ref. You just got to play the full time.
Yeah.
until the death.
Me and Tommy would both be 21 beers deep for that fight.
In the real life celebrity death match.
Exactly.
Oh, I missed that show.
I know.
that shit, too.
That was great.
That was a good show.
Can we all get nostalgic for a
Bill's
second
Lane
about
is the ref.
celebrity death match? And enjoy it, bro.
That was fun.
And I've actually had
Let's
this
get it
conversation
on.
recently too. I was
What?
like, why don't they bring it back? Like, I feel like it'd be so much easier.
They were talking
and
about
cheaper.
bringing it back.
You know
but
why?
they were-
Because
Maybe
everyone,
like CGI make it
everyone
look-
gets butthurt
Right?
nowadays.
Imagine
PC culture?
doing a Kardashians fighting against
They'd
each
for
other.
sure be one.
That would be great.
There's actually too many.
No more Kardashians.
Billie
No,
Eilish
it's-
versus like.
I know there's
Justin
like
Bieber.
8 people watching this.
Bieber.
There's 8 people watching this. I see this right now, on the YouTube, live chat area. Don't be shy. Chime in on the conversation. That's what makes
Y'all
this
can
episode.
express
That's
your
what makes this
feelings.
show great. Makes it popular.
What's gonna
for-
be the top,
for everybody?
You know what's kind of
You may
surprising?
win some prizes.
Of all,
Somebody give us your best celebrity death match.
of all the
Fights.
news conferences, press conferences.
That's a
about
contest I'm
Houston-
up for.
Excuse me. Thank you.
That's what you got to do to him. When
And
he
and
says-
like as nice as possible. Because
But-
when you ask someone nice, like "excuse me," it makes you feel really bad.
I was like, I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry. Mike Trout actually coming out and
Yes.
addressing,
Oh.
and he's not the type of person. He's like
That's
Kawhi
what you
Leonard.
know,
You
yeah.
want to know how
Yeah.
bad
Yeah.
it is? Mike Trout's calling you out.
He's one of the quietest guys.
He is
And
so
like
wholesome.
for him to like say something, I'm like, then it's a. I mean, of course, it's a big deal no matter what. But
But when Trout speaks,
yeah, when Trout said something like that, I mean, dude, come on, man.
Rachel Rebel, I see you in the comments. We are going to get to hockey very soon. I promise you on that one.
But with all these punishments and all that stuff, I would love for them to do is instead of suspending players and all that, have a postseason ban.
Yeah.
Postseason ban for the next 2-3 years.
What-
Yeah.
No matter what your record is, you're not
Send
going to play
it-
the playoffs.
Send him to AAA.
I know
The
it's
whole team.
not relevant
Delegate
to relevant to sports like the
NCAA.
FIFA did, or you.
No,
the
UEFA,
Manchester- UEFA did it with Manchester City.
Manchester City.
Yeah, 2 years banned in the postseason.
Yeah, like how embarrassing for baseball to be like, oh, we can't do this, we can't do that, and then they just drop the hammer like nothing.
Bam!
Like this is how you handle this situation.
You can't play in the playoffs for 2 years. You can't play in the Champions League for 2 years, and we're gonna tax you.
Yeah, like that's perfect. And like only other thing would strip the title.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what
It's
everybody
funny
really
that
wants.
And
Buffalo Wild Wings commented on that whole
Oh, I saw
situation,
that.
and
This is how you
Astros fans got triggered.
I saw somebody was like cutting up gift cards on Twitter.
Yeah, there was a guy.
Dude.
There was an Astros fan who who bought a Buffalo Wild Wings gift card, and then recorded himself on the Twitters
Just,
cutting said gift card. And I'm like, you idiot!
If you
You've
guys,
already given Buffalo Wild Wings money.
If you guys go to their Instagram, the Astros, and read the comments on every picture, oh my god, dude,
They're just like getting
it's
roasted.
just bad.
Everyone's coming for the
And
Astros.
people are like,
half of them are
for
just
all,
Christian.
for all the people,
are
that
just
are
fake, it
coming,
really is.
commenting, you guys are a bunch of clowns, and people would just start responding. And I'm like, dude, this is never gonna end. It's not.
no,
And
they-
So, but honestly,
they tainted that organization.
I think Twitter brings out the worst people.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Because if you read like Astros Twitter,
Yeah.
as they call it, man, there's some shady people.
Astros Twitter, like the Astros fans,
the
on
bottom
Twitter
of the
are
barrel, the fan
legitimately the
base.
scum of the universe. I can proudly say that.
Yeah, because they were even sending you Darvish what was it? Gurriel's.
Yeah,
Gurriel doing
In
the
the
racial
dugout?
gesture with his eyes.
Yeah, they all started tweeting that to him like 2 days ago.
Astros? Like
The
that.
Astros
Fans
not
on
the
Twitter.
official
doing that.
account.
And I'm just like, what's wrong with
If
you
you,
guys?
I'm gonna say
just like,
this:
come on, guys.
if you agree with all of us that he should strip the title, buy the new shirt we just came out with.
Strip the tie. Oh, Boostos. That was a great plug right there, Boostos.
Sales number.
Damn.
New
And-
salesman of the year, Josh Boostos.
Let's jump him.
And the first person to buy a shirt gets a date with Bustos. Yeah,
Ooh,
buddy.
dun, dun,
Single
dun,
ladies.
dun,
And
dun, dun.
maybe if you ask enough, we can do it in different colors.
I'm gonna go buy a shirt right now.
You're like, I'm gonna win that date.
So any
Instead
sportsman,
instead of red roses like The Bachelor, we're just giving out T-shirts, and the final strip the title T-shirt from HooliganSports.net goes to.
Speaking of press,
and we have another shirt called Manfred's Ruined Baseball too.
Yes, which
Dude,
is a
yes.
good segue. What about Manfred's?
Okay, so that's the second part of this disaster.
Honestly,
Not only are the Astros horrible and a problem for everybody, the way Rob Manfred has handled this and basically babied them,
And called it a piece of metal.
called the World Series trophy a piece of metal.
So Manfred.
Hey, so he's calling his own trophy.
Manfred's like, look, the punishment that the Astros have is already enough. The players have already, people on social media have already, given them enough punishment. No, they haven't.
No.
No.
And this comes back to what we're saying, like the fact that other players in the
It's
league,
just
like
a piece of metal.
Chris Bryant, Mike Trout, who else? There's tons of guys who are like, speaking out against Manfred now. Like today, Turner's quote, I believe, was something along the lines
Justin Turner
of, what was it?
coming for keeps.
What was his quote was,
Oh, I said it.
the only bad thing about the World Series trophy is that it has the commissioner's name on it.
Yeah.
Right?
Along those lines, and I was just like, damn, Justin came to play. Calling out the
And he
commissioner
also-
specifically.
he
like
said
that?
Justin
champion-
Turner.
You shouldn't have rings. Sorry, your World Series championship is earned.
Yes, that was the other part.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Just
See, like they can keep the
JT
rings.
out here reminding people
Turner
that
also said, "Do you realize how
from the
dangerous it is for
LBC.
pitchers?" I have it
Keeps
on
it real
Twitter.
like that.
Hey, do you realize how dangerous it is for pitchers to be pitching when the hitters know every pitch that's coming?
Also, the fact that they said the owner said, "I don't think it affected any games." So tell me, if it didn't affect any games, so why would
And-
you do it?
Yeah.
And then
What's the point of cheating if it's not going to
I
affect
totally
anything?
forgot about Jim Crane's stupid comments.
Yeah, I don't think it affected the game.
And
They
then his
just need
last
to
quote.
shut up now.
Here, fine, I'm trying to get all
They
the
just
quotes.
need to shut.
Yeah, and honestly, it seems like every day they just dig their hole
It
deeper
gets
and
worse
deeper. Like,
and
all right,
worse
what's new
and worse.
gonna come
Right.
out? This.
Look at the screen in the right corner. You see it?
What
That's a
is
freaking
that?
orb, dude. Ghost
What
Adventures.
is
That's an orb. Oh, it just disappeared. See?
Bye.
Then he's
Oh, there
back. That's an
Above
orb.
Bustos.
That's an orb. Dude, I'm telling
What's
you.
going on right now?
I'm telling you, that's an orb.
Hold on, guys.
It's Ghost Adventures. Turn off the lights. Let me talk to it. Where's my recording thing? That's an orb. It's dead.
It's gone now. It's gone now.
It's back.
No, never mind. There it is. That's
Dude.
gone now. It's gone.
That's an orb.
Oh, the screen flashed. We're in trouble, guys.
That's an orb. I'm telling
We're
you.
live, baby.
It's a
We're
dead
live.
person. It's gone.
I see dead people.
It's gonna come back.
It's gone.
Watch it come back. Watch it come back. Like,
It's the shape of DJ's face.
What would you do if Busto just flies against that right now? His head turns around and everything. I'm t-
it's Bung's ghost.
Dude, Ghost Adventures, man, and you guys see?
Okay, so
We should, dude. We should so send that to Paranormal Caught on Camera. We could be famous.
So
It's orb.
Back.
Where is it at?
It was up here.
Well, let's bring up our sponsor since that happened.
What did she say?
I'm sorry. She's like, guys, please stay focused. I'm sorry. It's just like a shiny thing.
We were all talking squirrel.
do you think about what do you think Manfred? What do you think? What's going to happen with him now after this whole debacle
So,
situation?
Yeah,
I know the owners.
I hope he gets hit in the head.
I know the owners are his bosses, but
and they're the only ones who could fire him.
yeah, they're on fire. But it's not looking good for Manfred's turn.
But see, the
commissioner's
interesting
term.
thing about this is they have a CBA.
Yeah.
They have to negotiate.
Oh, that's
soon.
going to be great coming up. I'm going to say this. I don't want to say this. MLB will be on strike sometime next year.
And that's part of the thing. Like this guy's going to be fighting for the owners, so they're not necessarily going to fire him if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They're looking at that down the line, and how they're gonna go against the Players Association and all that kind of
Right.
stuff, they might not like shoot themselves in the foot like that, which sucks because everybody wants Manfred gone. Also, which makes this really cool for
makes-
Dodger fans is the All-Star game is in LA.
Yeah.
So the baseball world is gonna be in LA, and if you think that any
Dude,
Dodger fans,
No, imagine
we should
if
vote-
Houston plays or whoever.
so that's what I'm saying. Part of that is,
Oh my God.
I feel like the Dodger fan base has to vote in all the Astros.
Yes, I agree. Needs to vote in all the Astros.
All the Astros need to
Please.
be written in.
Yeah.
Altuve, Correa,
Yeah, we gotta
Bregman,
vote
all
for all
these
the
guys, Verlander, whoever's in here. Vote all these guys in so we can properly
Boo him.
boo even the managers.
Can we
And
cheer-
including Manfred.
Can we cheer Dusty Baker and then boo everyone else?
Can we yell for
No.
Dusty's
my
getting
nachos
booed
at
too,
people.
apparently.
So we got to start this movement. I don't know if you want to spread word on Dodger Twitter.
Yeah,
Let's
the
see if
Twitter
we can
family.
get.
All the Astros.
Let's get Pantone involved. It's like
yeah.
vote in the Astros.
Vote in the Astros.
For a portion.
the whole team.
The whole team. The whole
What
team.
about the other
And Mike
players?
Trout.
What about the
Not
other
a
players?
not a portion.
And Mike Trout just comes
Oh,
to the National
bro,
League.
they want all the smoke.
Yeah.
Maybe like 21
Let
players.
that- let that-
Like the rest of them can
Yeah.
be.
Vote
Hey,
in all
you
Astros.
see what he
I
did
hate
there?
you guys so much.
See what he did there?
Here's just one episode. Just one episode.
Okay.
You know, it's not going to keep going until football season starts all over again. And then we're back to square one.
Yep.
See?
I don't see.
Oh, my God.
But
no
all the
Prozo.
comments are about our
I was
orb.
like,
Yeah.
Wait, what?
it was like, where's the ghost? That's everyone's comments right
It's,
now.
dude.
It's back. I just saw it right now.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
it was
you,
there right now.
it's a ghost, man. It's Rob Manfred sending a secret camera
Rob
recording.
Manfred.
Yeah.
Okay, but
the
so
ghost of Dusty
you-
Baker.
you- it's a,
Like it's alive and managing.
you know, I think the whole coming down on certain pitchers that I already said, you know, they're gonna throw at Astro hitters.
Oh.
Yeah, now
I
that's
got
the
the-
thing.
I got a-
Hey, you know what,
Worth
man?
it.
I would too.
It's worth
There's a
It
prop
would-
bet
it
out there
would be
already.
worth-
You can
wait,
make a
what?
bet.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, over 83 and a
Over
half or
3 and
something.
a half. How many times an Astros pitcher player will get hit?
So you would win if it was over 4?
No,
If
83
they
and a
got
half.
4?
The
Oh,
whole
83?
Yeah, for the whole season.
Our producer is like determined to like stop this orb.
You
This
got it?
invisible Orb. Oh, that's okay. All right.
was
now
it?
it's-
It was what?
Piece of dust.
It was a string.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It
Over.
was a freaking
It was
ghost.
a hair.
It was a ghost.
It was
So-
a hair.
Yeah,
Those
okay,
ghosts.
so there's 83 and a half for over under how many times an Astros will get hit. And
Wow, 83.
I would
Wait,
take
from
the
pitchers
over.
or just from fans also?
Under.
over no, I think over that. Over under how many bench clearing
Whoa!
balls.
Whoa!
He
What was
almost
that?
said
What was
F.
that?
He almost said the F word.
Almost said it.
He almost said the F word,
It's a
dude.
family episode.
He almost
It's a
said.
family
He
TV show.
almost
I almost
said.
said it.
He almost said.
Wait, did you guys vote? Is that a strike for Bustos?
That's definitely
That's
3
strike.
strikes.
Strike? All right, 3 votes. You already got outvoted. That was a strike,
Okay,
Bustos.
so-
Hold on.
Watch your
2
profanity.
more and you're
And
putting
then-
on that mask, Bustos.
And then how
We'll
many
hold you down.
how many bench clearing brawls there going to be?
What's that number?
Oh, I,
One and a half.
I think they got
1 and a
Over.
half for the whole
Over.
season?
Yeah.
Oh,
Over.
way over.
Over.
Over. I heard the Dodgers gonna go to the Angels opening day and just
Pantone?
skip theirs,
go
forfeit,
straight over
and
there.
just going to slow down.
Like
Pantone.
we'll put a. We can do like a super LA team where we combine the Angels and the Dodgers for one series against
I mean,
the Astros.
all we want is Mike Trout.
Yeah.
We don't need anyone else.
Otani, if he's.
I mean, if we have the DH, but we don't need Otani.
How crazy is that? We
Dude,
had a choice of all
dude,
the Angels. We were like,
no.
just give us Trout.
Dude, it's like freaking. Well, we all know how bad the
Whoa.
Angels are, but it's like Mike Trout is Captain America, and all the Dodgers are coming out
The
for him
portals?
to help out.
I
Didn't
mean,
you post that
hey,
online
you know-
or something like that? Like all the MLB coming
this
for
is
the
not bad.
Astros?
We rather have our ginger Justin Turner than Anthony Rendon at third base.
What did we say?
I mean, go
Yeah.
Dodgers.
No, I'm okay. I'm gonna roll with that one.
Okay, like that one meme.
Right, Joshua
Okay.
Casey, she's going to
picture.
that. She's going to that game.
Okay.
Which game? Like which weekend?
Oh, I
Or
think
no,
she's,
not weekend. Which game that weekend?
she's going to the opener, I think. I
Okay.
think she might be going to Pantone, actually. I think that's what she was saying, but just to boost.
That so that Friday night's gonna be chaotic.
I know.
So you have
Yeah.
opening night.
Oh,
for
that's the
the Angels
Ducks.
and Astros. The
Ducks,
home opener for
Kings.
the Angels. Kings are playing the Ducks
At the pond.
across the street at the same
Their
time.
last game of the year.
Yeah, their last home game or the last game of
matchup.
the year. For the
We know
Ducks.
they're not making the playoffs.
Both teams are not making the playoffs, so
Oh,
We
for
still
sure.
got a chance.
Are we eliminated yet?
we're almost.
We're not yet.
I think we're getting close to president's trophy elimination.
You know what? You know what? We should like before the good days. we would celebrate when we clinched playoffs. Now we should celebrate when we don't
We get
clinch
eliminated.
playoffs.
Yes!
We could always celebrate no matter what.
Well, this year, hopefully, we get lucky and you actually get a good pick.
We don't want that Bustos. We just want to celebrate.
Number one. We need the number one pick this year because that's.
I don't want one. I want 21.
We might have the 21 pick if we can trade for it.
See what he said?
Wow.
I would never speak to you like that, Christian.
Never.
Never.
We would never take it that far. Christian's
Okay,
like,
Josh, okay.
Christian's like, I'm trying to be cool. He's got those park ball and play passes. He's got 8 of them. I gotta be cool.
I really want to go to
You
the
just see his
Futures
mouth
game.
filling up with blood because he's biting his tongue right now. Just biting his tongue like, boost those, testing my patience.
Yeah, just
So,
think about the San Francisco 49ers legend Frank Score's number.
He had to look that one up. He wants it. He wants all the
see?
smoke, Christian.
Hey, I'm telling you, if
We're
the
about to
Dodgers-
get a Bustos
If
orb.
the Dodgers didn't have the All-Star game, he'd punch him right now.
When he disappears and becomes an orb, don't be surprised.
Don't worry,
He's gonna be the.
don't worry, Christian. You're not getting All-Star tickets.
What is going on here? Let's
Hey,
Okay,
Christian,
let's talk about something else now.
Christian, I could beat him up and take him his tickets and
I
give them to you.
appreciate that.
Okay, let's talk about something else. Are we talking
They
about
may be counterfeit,
Should we start?
but
Should we start?
One more. What about the playoff changes at the end?
Oh, that's the
That's
one.
another good one, yeah.
I'm mixed on that
okay, I
one.
have another good one too. The minimum of pitchers facing 3 batters. It's kind of
Well, we
dumb.
saw talking about that. We saw that last year coming, but it's a good topic to talk about.
And it's a great topic.
So, all right.
So you can hit all 3 batters.
Wait,
Dude,
somebody,
there you
wait,
go.
I forgot
Yeah, if
about
you
the-
could get
the
tossed
playoff-
from the game.
the idea of the playoff settings again.
So the playoff settings was they were going to go from 4 teams to
Six.
6 teams.
No, 5 teams to 6.
No, to 7 teams with one
fi-
team getting
no,
a bye.
No, 5 teams. Yes, you're right. What do we have now? One,
Look it
two,
up.
Because
You have it
technically,
on your
technically
laptop.
the wild card game is playoffs. So
yeah,
that's
there'll be
why
one
it's
more-
the odd
There'll
number.
be one more playoff game
Yeah.
because it was going to be 4, so it would be
It's either 6 or 7 teams.
There's 6 already.
A top team getting a bye week, and they get to choose their opponents in the playoffs.
It was-
Best record
no,
chooses their
it isn't
opponent.
right. It's
No,
five right now.
that is
5.
stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
and that's
they're
everybody's issue
I
right
actually
away.
Wait. Okay, time out. What? There's 5 teams that we have in the playoffs
Yeah.
right now, right?
But the top team would get a bye week,
And they get to choose who they want to play.
and then they get to choose who they want. It's an odd number because of the bye week or something like that.
What is this guy doing?
He's ruining baseball.
That's what he's doing.
That's why you gotta.
ruining
That's
baseball.
why you gotta buy our hooligan baseball shirt.
Rob Manfred is
Ruining
ruining baseball. It doesn't get much more clear.
Yeah,
There's
Guys,
no,
he's
there's no
making-
mixed
I have
signals.
He's making
a
Bud
great
Selig-
idea.
he's making
Christian.
Bud Selig look great.
Christian, you'll love
Yes.
this. All proceeds of all the shirts that are bought, we should donate to Christian so he could go to the All-Star game.
Christian's All-Star Fund?
Yeah! Dude, you should so sell Girl Scout cookies.
Do we? Hey, do we start
Instead
playing?
of Make-A-Wish, it's like
Make,
Make
a
a
Christian.
Christian.
make an All-Star.
Hey, Christian will start singing this
We
Smash
get,
Mouth song.
we get like
Hey
a
now.
backstory of him. Dude, like,
Can we make a really sad stop video? It's like Christian walking on the train tracks, all looking depressed.
Hey,
but instead of it being Christian, we'll have it from Boys in the Hood when they're walking down the train tracks and shit.
okay.
Dude,
He's just like looking through players of his favorite guys in MLB. It's just like a Christian Yelich, and then he's like Mike Trout. And he's just like, man, I wish I can see all these guys at the same time. At the same time together.
So
why are
let's-
you trying to cut us off when we're telling a great story?
Well,
No more.
And you guys are getting off
All
track.
right, guys.
So
We
let's
haven't
talk-
done a good
guys.
Bustos impression.
let's just talk about the
Meet his
three
mic.
pitch.
All right, let's talk about the 3-pitch batter.
3 pitch minimum batter.
3-pitch
So
minimum.
if you hit all 3, will you get kicked out?
Yes,
of the
or if
first
you
one?
get kicked out in the first batter.
You could get kicked out. You could replace the pitcher.
Is there no suspension? Because I feel like
There
that's
is a suspension.
someone's gonna Bill Belichick it real quick and start exploiting rules.
Well, if you do that, I just give myself toss.
That's what I'm saying. Get yourself. If you start arguing balls and strikes,
Yeah.
and you get tossed,
And then, like, unless it's the last out too, right?
Yeah, unless you get the last out.
last out in an inning.
Yeah, so you can still
Yeah.
you can still use a loggy, lefty specialist, but it has to be with 2 outs.
right.
What?
So the rule is every reliever has to get 3 outs,
Yeah.
Or end of inning.
or the end of to get out of an inning.
Yeah.
So the loophole supposedly is getting tossed out of the game after your first out. Even you strike the guy out on 3 pitches and somehow still argue balls and strikes, even though you just struck him out on
That
3
first
pitches.
ball was a
Struck him-
strike.
That strike wasn't strike enough.
Swinging like, that was a ball.
So you
Right?
can be put in, right?
How would you
beginning
get
of the-
thrown
whatever
out?
inning, and they can keep roping off you. You have to still face 3
Yeah.
batters,
Yeah.
right? Oh, it sucks.
Yeah, you can give up just like 3 back-to-back home runs.
And
No, you can go back-to-back home runs and not be taken out because you got to face one more batter.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dude, imagine the dark days when we had Brandon League. Like
Exactly,
he had to face 3
someone-
batters. No.
Because there's and you guys know this too. There's moments when you see your reliever doesn't have
Poor
it,
Brandon
and you're just
League.
like, get this guy out of here, and you know he's on the hook for 2 more batters.
Too.
Especially if they're
That was me with
That's
that was me
Yeah,
with
the
Chris
heart of the
Hatcher,
order.
man.
That's really the point where you just hit the person.
Oh
And the
my
worst
God,
part
I
is
hated
now-
Chris Hatcher with a passion.
Now think about the advantage that the offense has because they can still pinch hit.
They
so,
can change their batters.
So they can change their batters now and know that you're stuck. So if you have a batter who's a weakness, they can't make that second move. They're stuck facing that batter now. Interesting. That sucks. Like, I don't know. We'll have to see how that one
Who
plays.
gets the benefit of the?
The offense is going to have
yeah.
because they can now strategize knowing that your pitcher is stuck in there. So say you bring in a guy,
You have a
usually
lefty.
you'd only get him for this one batter in this one situation, but now, yeah, that matchup still might be there, but the guy in deck or the guy on the bench who you know is killing this guy, he's the next batter and this guy can't get out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a strategy now that's
you
possible.
put in
I
your
think-
right-handed batter.
Yeah,
against a
exactly.
lefty.
I think
Yeah.
the best way to like get thrown out after your first batter is like throw it as high as you possibly can, flip off the ump, and be.
All you gotta
throw
do
me
is
out
flip,
or what?
all you gotta do is flip
That's
off
a-
the ump.
That's what I always say when we're watching football. I'm like, why don't they just throw it in the air as high as they can, like 10 yards away, and just wait and see what happens? Just like, I want to see a
I
guy
don't know.
just like 100 yards straight up in the air, and there's all this chaos down here.
I don't know why they don't do that in basketball games with 1 second left. Just throw as high as you can in the air.
Just throw it out the stadium if you can.
Yeah.
But they can't though because
It doesn't
they-
start.
Yeah,
the
it
clock
doesn't.
No,
starts
when
when
you
you touch
get the ball, you just throw it up as high.
Before you get fouled?
Yeah. When there were like 2 seconds left in the game.
I think
That
Magic
did
that
happen,
couple
and
times.
someone-
He threw it
and
down the
someone
court or
got
something.
scored.
Just
Yeah.
rolled
Yeah.
it down the court.
Yeah.
Um.
Well, that's another good one. Riley, why just roll it?
Okay, so with all the things that was going on with the Astros, is who's going to be the Angels' opening day starter?
Who knows?
Who cares?
Who
So
cares?
first pitch, beat him.
Ohtani- oh, it can't be Otani. Yeah, that's
No,
But then
Ohtani's
you're-
not,
No, no,
due-
well,
he's not ready till
Ohtani's not
May.
due back to pitch at least until I think like
wasn't
June
there
or
something-
July.
Astros. But the thing is, the Astros, the home first game of the Astros is at home
Okay.
in Houston.
in Houston.
But wasn't there something sent out by the MLB office that
Oh, that's
players-
stupid too.
Players will be punished if they
So-
purposely,
Worth it.
No, but so you're gonna
what's
punish
the
the
punishment?
you're gonna punish the players for
Yeah,
hitting them,
it's
but you're
so
not punishing the players for cheating.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's so bad.
nothing makes sense. That's part of the current state of baseball that everybody. And honestly, as horrible as it is, it's kind of nice, like unifying with all these other fan bases that we normally hate, like Yankee fans.
Also-
Usually hate them 99% of the times. Don't like Yankee fans, right? They're just it's been a custom or Reds, other big market, even Giants fans for that matter.
We might start hating the Red Sox pretty soon.
But what I'm saying is everybody is united in hating the Astros and hating Manfred. Like I see Yankee fans and Dodger fans getting along online, like complimenting each other, like stuff you never seen. Absolute mayhem. Can't
Like
say,
that
at
tweet
least-
was petty. I like it. Follow.
right?
Hey,
Exactly. Like,
I'll
okay.
say this: it makes baseball season in February fun because we usually don't need to talk
Right.
about baseball.
Honestly, all winter with the Astros stuff, all off season, every week would be like a new John Boy video or a new article or something new breaking news. Yeah,
It's all planned on the MLB to make baseball talked about all season long.
all for all the
Oh,
wrong
yeah.
reasons.
Yeah.
Only if they believe. Even what's it? Any
Yeah,
news is good
even
news.
the
or any
cops right now
PR.
are going after Houston right now.
Right?
They're gonna
They're
go,
currently looking for Jim Crane.
yeah.
What's his name?
Sorry about
I
that,
think
Desperado.
people will watch Houston Astro games just because now too.
Just to
Just
see.
for the violence.
because-
Yeah.
Welcome to Cerritos, y'all.
There's not Cerritos.
There's not true.
Bellflower.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, Bellflower.
we have plenty of more baseball to
Do
talk
we?
about because we still have
Bauer did throw
a
it.
month and a
Just
half.
Casey's comment.
Dude,
Yep.
You guys remember when Bauer threw it through center field?
Hey, we have a bunch of probably
Trevor
April-
Bauer has me
I
blocked
know
on
what you
Twitter,
should.
so
You
it's
could make. You could make.
He blocked you?
fine. I'm blocked by Trevor Bauer on Twitter.
Yo, he's like one of the best outspoken
Yeah.
anti-Manfred guys too in this whole
Yeah.
movement.
I chirped him about something completely different like before all this.
Of course.
And it sucks. It's like me and him agree like we're like anti-Astros, anti-Manfred, but like also he's like a really obnoxious like douchebag. So
Future Dodger.
Future, yeah, what's gonna happen? Then? Who was it? That someone blocked you and then they got traded to the Dodgers? Was it Hatcher? Or no, that was after.
no, that was Brett Anderson.
Yeah,
Brett, I got that blocked by association for something different.
this guy gets
I
blocked by
didn't.
more
I
celebrities.
didn't. I didn't say anything.
You're
wrong,
looking
but
at
he
a
blocked
real-life
me by
Twitter troll.
association for something
I get
completely
blocked by
different.
Tavon Austin.
Yeah? What'd you tell him?
That he's a piece of shit and that he needed to get the
That's number 2.
Well, dude, that's perfect. That's a good word.
What?
No.
Poop.
Yeah, then he was garbage and he needed to give the Rams all their money
Stone
back.
Cold Tavon Austin.
So
Tavon Austin,
So-
316.
Bite me.
it's February. We're gonna get more of these during spring training. We know.
And
that.
what's cool is, like we said, baseball season's just starting.
Yeah.
Do the Dodgers play the Astros in spring training?
No.
In spring training?
The Astros is in Florida.
Not even spring training. They
Different.
Astros are in
grapefruit?
Florida. They're in the Grapefruit League.
Yeah.
Whack.
All right, guys.
So-
Moving on. So we covered basically baseball, our crazy baseball week with Mookie, Cheaters, Manfred. What you guys feeling second? We got huge King news today.
I mean, we should talk about the breaking Kings news. That just
We
happened.
have breaking Kings news as of like 3 or 4 hours ago. Our
Broken.
boy,
Mr. Hattrick.
Tyler Cupcake,
Top titty.
Top Titty, another one. Just
World's
Tyler,
greatest
the
Yorkie
creator.
dad.
Well, Christian.
Christian's
stepdad.
Christian's biological father.
Yeah, Christian's stepdad. Let's go with this. Let's go with Christian. His family. How's-
Yeah, how's your family doing
Yeah.
right now?
How are you feeling right
how's the
now?
Toffoli family holding up? Have you talked to Dodger since the news has
I
broke?
don't know how she's feeling right now.
What is it? Ty's been traded? That's like his
How's
last name?
Cat feeling right now?
I don't know.
Have you talked to Kat? What's going on, Christian?
I don't know. No, I haven't talked to her.
How do you feel about this trade?
It happens. It happens. It's
Part of the
It,
game?
it was gonna happen sooner or later.
We knew it was going to
We
happen.
knew it was gonna
Especially
happen.
after the hat trick and
Oh,
the
that
stadium
made-
shot.
Especially with his
It's like really Kings.
Yeah, from this picture right here, this is what got us that extra second round pick. That's what you guys didn't know. That game, well, honestly, the best send off maybe we've seen for a King. His final game with the King is an outdoor game where he gets the only hat trick in Stadium Series history.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a storybook ending for his Kings
hat trick
career.
in any outdoor game.
Yeah, in any outdoor game, yeah. But amazing. Like, that game was awesome. The fact the Kings scored with a minute left. I was
Yeah,
already
I'm
like,
thinking like that's gonna go overtime.
Whoa,
Oh, snap! They scored.
and then the empty netter with like 4 seconds
Easiest
left.
money I ever made.
How much you win?
$50.
Wow, Booster.
Betting the under.
And he still didn't bring us in and out today.
Well,
You could have catered.
Wow.
cater and lose all the
We're
money.
waiting for him to win a big game to bring us
Oh, you
our
gotta have,
pregame
like-
meal of In-N-Out, which is right down the street. And
Yeah, you
Bustos
gotta have a couple-
refuses.
I gotta have a couple of good weeks. Like
That's
a really
it.
good weeks. Like
Send the
3 good weeks.
orbs. Send the orbs. Someone haunt him.
I probably need.
And Tyler gets to reunite with Tanner now. So are they gonna be roommates again?
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Buddies. Here
So
we come.
let's talk
And
about the trade
also,
first.
well, also, I think since our last episode, we missed out on the Clifford trade.
Yeah, let's talk about all the
So
trades
there's been
first.
some, so clearly the Kings are in rebuilding mode.
And let's not forget DJ, according to what Casey said, met the Silver Fox at King's Dodger night.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that time you met Chase Utley.
My hero, Chase Utley, and I gave him my letter that I wrote.
And I'm the only one who
What'd it
didn't
say?
show up to that game.
Play your music and tell us what your letter said,
Yeah.
please.
Which one should I go for then? So, this is at Staples Center, guys.
Okay.
Standing in the tunnel. All right. Actually, the whole game. Actually, before the game, I was hanging out. Before I get into the sad story, I was hanging out with Christian pregame, and I'm like, I asked him probably like 3 times, "Have you heard anything about who's dropping the puck today?" Because I was like, "This is perfect." They had the press conference earlier in the
Right.
day. They're gonna bring Mookie Betts and David Price, and they're gonna drop the puck because it's Dodger
Like,
night. I'm like, it's
we were all
too
hyped,
much
like,
set.
Watch,
Hey,
they're gonna bring.
it's
Like,
gonna be
hey,
Mookie. It's gonna be Mookie.
David,
Oh.
hey,
Well,
day
hey,
you guys got plans tonight?
Right?
everyone's
so like,
making fun of me too because I'm not only one not there.
Also, the
were
only
trying
person
to
not
convince
there.
him to go, too.
yeah. So they were like,
And I had a
Mookie's
chance to
gonna
go
be
too,
there.
and I decided not to.
So much so I brought batting practice baseballs, clean ones though, to get signed because I'm like, I'm gonna get the first Mookie autograph. Anyways,
It's like,
we get
wow.
there, and then as I'm kicking it right here with Christian before the game, and I'm going through my phone, and I see the Dodgers Instagram, and it's Mookie Betts, David Price, Clayton Kershaw on the private jet to Camelback Ranch. I was
So
like,
we're just like,
no!
ah!
I was like, damn, all this work for nothing. I was like, now they're gonna bring out Kenny Landreau and
Like, watch, it's gonna be like some Dodgers alumni. Like,
Yeah,
like,
exactly,
You know,
like-
Lee Lacy. What you got plans tonight?
yeah,
No?
exactly.
All right.
Like
Get out there.
someone's gonna come out here, and I'm just gonna be like, man.
Hey, Sean Green, what are you doing tonight? Go to
So
hockey.
I ended up going to one of the Dodger booths, talking to some of those people. They said, word on the street is Chase Utley. And my heart sank. My hero, Chase Utley.
Here it
And
goes.
here's where our story begins. I was standing there, minding my own business. Just happened to be on the aisle where I know the players have to walk by to get to center ice. Conveniently. And who do I see walking up? The Silver Fox himself.
And did he say, "Hey, are you DJ?"
Great.
I was like, Chase? Is that you? And sure enough,
It
Chase
is
Utley
DJ.
was there.
Yes,
And I walk up to him, ask him for his autograph. And a worker from the King steps in between us and be like, "Oh, we're in a hurry right now. You'll have to sign for you later." And I was just like, oh.
He was like,
Please.
Okay. All right, then. I hope I just didn't blow up the spot. Now everybody else is going to know Chase Utley's over here. So then they go like to the end of the little aisle right there, and they still got to wait like 5 minutes because I think warm-ups are still just wrapping up, so they don't walk down yet. So I'm literally standing like from me to Christian, and I'm just like staring at Chase Utley. And he's like looking around and checking out the arena, and I'm still like right behind him, like, Chase, you could just turn around and sign this baseball. And finally, like, after like trying to make eye contact with him alone, I think he got uncomfortable. Not gonna lie, he was just like, he was like, "All right, you want me to sign your baseball?" And I was like, "Yes, Mr. Utley, sir." Right away, Mr. Utley, sir. Right. So then I get his autograph. My dad's with me. He gets an autograph. I try to get a selfie. I mess it up, but that's why my picture's all blurry. Because I'm like, "Ah!" It's all blurry. I'm just like, "Jeez."
"Kisses?"
Chase Utley got a kiss, left. It's all done.
He made my Silver Fox rise up.
And it made my night. I was
It
like,
made
I
your
met Chase
Valentine's.
Utley, the Met killer,
Yeah.
the breaker of legs, the
Oh, you
the
went
killer
there.
of Mets,
Father of Mets.
the father of Mets, the
No, the
The
owner of
Godfather of
Mets.
Philadelphia.
destroyer of
Shins.
Mrs. Met. Wow.
He's just the Godfather
The
of
Godfather.
Philadelphia.
The destroyer of the Dodgers back
Destroyer
in
of
the
the
day, too.
Dodgers. That's something crazy about Chase Utley. I never would have pictured. I hated Chase when he was on the Phillies because he was a Dodger killer. And then the moment he came to the Dodgers and became a fan favorite in that
I
first
love Chase.
series, I was like, "This is my guy right here." Like I
I'm
don't care
sorry.
that I don't care that you hurt me before.
He just embeds everything baseball.
Yeah,
Hustle.
he's just a baseball player's baseball player.
Yeah.
And he's a good guy to keep around because he teaches all the young guys and all that. But yeah, that was a quick small. That wasn't small. I drug it out.
And
I had to. I was trying to build. Up
I
the
tried to
Chase
get a
Utley
picture
story.
with him, like, after the puck drop, but like the eBay autograph Hound Seeker guys ruined that one so
See,
bad.
I did blow up the spot.
Huh?
I told you I ruined it.
No, it wasn't
Well,
that. Well, no,
so-
because they always do it at that one spot. Like,
Yeah.
they go upstairs at that one spot. So
Upstairs?
No.
Oh, as he's
Upstairs.
going up the stairs.
Yeah, coming
yeah,
up
yeah,
the
yeah.
Sunrise, that one
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
one section, and like, oh my God, there was like this autograph secret guy. I've seen him at like plenty of Dodger games outside. He's got his bag of like
Yeah.
like items, and he had like his
Everything.
he had his clipboard of like multiple cards, and I'm just like, dude, no.
Stop. Not now. This is not
Like,
the
you don't
time.
even watch hockey. You're there to like you're there to just get autographs. And it's like, come on,
Let's find him.
and sell them.
You're gonna. Yeah, let's go on eBay. We can find him. You'll look up his username.
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
trace that. We'll get in there. We'll
Put a bid in.
We'll put a bid in. Never pay for it. Get those big evil schemes. So yeah, going back to the hockey trade deadline, all this has happened in the meantime. But the Kings have traded Clifford. They've traded Jack Campbell. They've now traded Tyler Toffoli.
Who's next?
Who's next? We think we have ideas. We were talking about this before the show.
I think Marty.
Marty.
Alec Martinez is our first guest.
Maybe
Trevor
Lewis.
Lewis.
Trevor
probably.
Lewis is another solid one.
And I've heard rumors of Derek Forbert too.
Forward, interesting.
Dude, that
Please, please.
Don't just give him away with a bag of pucks.
Also, I know these are a little harder to believe they can move him, but Jeff Carter, we know his name got tossed around a couple years before.
I'll be stoked. I like Carter, but I'll be stoked if we can get rid of him.
Another name,
We should
Jonathan
give him back to
Quick.
Columbus.
Imagine.
No.
No one
Nah,
will take
I
They
wouldn't
would-
get-
they'd
I
hate
wouldn't
him.
get
His
rid of
contract is
Quick,
bad.
yeah.
Hey,
It's bad.
maybe we use our draft picks to entice a team to take on Jeff Carter or Jonathan Quick.
Rob Blake
contract.
finesse season. Let's go.
So,
Dude.
like we've been saying, Rob Blake is really surprising.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I'm glad
So,
he
let's
he
talk
was
about-
Lombardi's
I'm just
understudy.
here
Let's
for
talk
all the
about- let's talk
Kings
about what
fans
we
in the
got for-
comments that are going to say, "Oh my God, what are you doing, Rob Blake? You're such a stupid general manager. Shut up.
Like,
Let's
yeah,
talk
he's
about what-
we're
Shut your
looking-
mouth."
we're
That's
looking-
stupid.
Let's talk about what we got for them.
Trust the
first.
process."
Did you say stupid on this podcast?
I said,
Watch your profanity.
He wanted me to get you straight for saying
For
stupid.
Clifford.
For
He said
Clifford.
Clifford.
So for Clifford, we got a
Clifford, yeah, we gave
We
him
got-
Clifford Campbell and
Clifford Campbell. We got a 2020 third round draft pick,
Moore.
and Trevor
Oh, yeah,
Moore,
Moore.
And a conditional third round pick if Kyle Clifford signs with Toronto, or if Jack Campbell gets like 6 wins, which he has to.
He's got three already.
So he needs 3 more.
Yeah.
For a second rounder.
For another third
Come
round
on,
pick.
Soupy.
For another third round pick.
Let's get it. No, second round pick. It becomes a second round pick.
And there's still like 20 games left.
But the funny thing is, Clifford can sign back with us in the summer.
Same with Toffoli.
Same
All
with
these
Toffoli.
guys,
And
right?
Toffoli, we got one NHL player, and Tim Scaller.
That's why they're UFAs.
2020 second round pick. 2022 conditional pick if Tyler Toffoli resigned.
And Madden, which is
And
the
Madden.
number 3 prospect to the
Madden is a
Canucks.
stud.
Yeah. And one of the top college players. So we got a haul for Toffoli. I think right now Rob Lake's putting his gauntlet of second round picks together.
Finesse God.
He's going to snap his fingers.
Right, he's about to do the snap. But how many draft picks do we got, Boosters?
We have a 1 first, 2 seconds, 2 thirds, and 2 fourths this year's draft.
Yeah, we have a bunch of picks.
So we have
The
7
next
picks in the
3
first
years.
4 rounds.
That's what I'm
Trust the
saying. Can we
process,
trade?
baby.
Can we
Trust the
trade maybe in
process.
the offseason?
We're gonna have too many prospects.
So Dodgers are giving up prospects, and the Kings are collecting.
The Kings are
We
acquiring.
didn't really give up prospects though in that trade.
But once you see where we're at, but the fact is, 7 picks in the first 4 rounds for the Kings after just probably one of our greatest drafts as a franchise in the last couple decades.
I mean,
It's scary.
If we can use those
It's
draft
gonna be
picks or
amazing.
prospects to get rid of the contracts of like Carter and Quick, that could be another option too.
That's what I'm saying. Like whatever you figure, Martinez should at least get us another second.
Yeah.
I'd imagine. I don't know
Maybe
if that's
maybe you
And
trade.
those shirts go on sale.
which
If he
ones
gets
other.
traded.
All right, I have a lot. That's another one. I have a lot of Toffoli stuff.
Oh,
I had Clifford designs. I have Toffoli
10% off
designs. I
sale.
got Martinez designs. I'm having the traded player specials.
Yes.
90% off all these
I gotta get all
shirts.
new jerseys.
please, for the love of God.
What?
some of these stuff.
And like we said, Toffoli can resign with the Kings. Clifford
not
can
gonna
resign
happen.
with him.
Unless
I mean, it's unlikely,
Cat
but
Toffoli.
Toffoli
and Dodger
likes being in
Toffoli.
LA.
See, I'm under the impression
man
though that
is-
Toffoli wants to get paid now.
Yeah.
He might have given us the hometown discount before, but at
Yeah,
this
not
point in his
now.
career, I think he needs to cash in,
I think
and he just tries to get as much money as he can,
I think
and not
Christian
do the Dodgers.
I think Christian Toffoli knows that. He needs a raise, Christian Toffoli, in his salary. In his,
Shut up.
He needs an allowance
He
raise.
needs an allowance raise.
What are they going to raise your allowance to on this next deal? No more bridge allowance. You're getting that full contract allowance.
$21.
Wow.
21?
All right, back with the 21.
Kind of forgot about that, but
Raise minimum wage.
What is we're going to get him a custom jersey, number 21. Just says Allen in the
Shanghai.
background. Would you wear it if it was just a nice name, like your actual name,
I
Allen?
really hate you guys so much.
Hey,
Autographed?
San Francisco 49er, number 21, Allen.
Wow. It just says SBLI. What was it? LIV? What was the Super Bowl?
SBL, Super Bowl losers.
No.
He's like, we're talking about the Kings right now. This was last week's episode talking about the Niners.
So, yeah. I don't mind all these trades.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
I mean, we're second worst record in the NHL.
Kings fans are gonna be pissed off because trades happen. They're gonna be pissed off if trades never happen. So
And plus, you
just
get
let it happen.
And you get to
Usually
get-
we're the ones who are trading for people.
Yeah,
you're gonna give a chance for the young guys to play too.
yeah.
So now with
It's gonna be the Cal Peterson.
no, with Soup gone, Cal Peterson can play
yeah.
a whole bunch
Get
of
more
minutes.
actual NHL ice time.
Can we
not
talk
AHL.
about actually his like
Martin Freak's back
first home start in a while of the season, and he showed what I've seen so far, in a few games in Ontario this season.
Also, Ontario looking good last 10
Yeah, they're
games.
starting to play better.
Yeah.
Gabe Velarde, my man came
Just
back.
Yeah, just don't get interested.
I'm not trying to get he's much
It's
like the
sad,
Dodgers situation. I'm scared to get excited for these kind of things. He's the same thing. Like, he's been hurt so long. They said it was almost a career injury.
It's sad now that Velarde's back. Now Kupari's hurt.
Right? We're gonna have to wait next year to see.
Yeah.
Kupari. But I'm saying, like, all these guys, I was already counting Velarde out of the mix. From what everybody was saying, like, he's not skating, he hasn't skated in a year. I was like, well, he's a bust. Move on. We got other guys. But now that he's back and he's playing some great hockey, he's got like 9 points in the last 5 games or some crazy stat like that I was reading. Yeah. Like, the Kings are going to be scary.
Think about
2-3
this.
years.
In about
scary.
3-4 years, you'll still have Kopitar probably. Alex
Yeah, those guys, like,
Alex Turcotte and Velarde as your 1, 2, and 3.
okay,
center.
4 years from now, of the current
And-
Kings, who's still a King?
Kopitar
And Dowdy. That's it. That's it.
Wait, what?
Maybe
4 years from now.
Maybe Carter.
Of current Kings.
Not
Not in
No.
4 years.
Oh, no.
Not in 4 years.
You think to buy him out?
Something's gonna happen.
Maybe Brown too.
I see Brownie more than
Yeah.
Carter.
That would be Brownie's last year. I don't
Yeah.
see Brown playing more
I
than.
think Brownie's gonna be a career king
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
and Quickie.
I
If
can
not,
I can see. I can see.
Tommy's
Quickie.
gonna throw himself off
I
the
see-
tallest bridge
I
in
have,
LA.
when I counted my hockey jerseys yesterday, I have 15 brown jerseys.
I think Quickie will find a way.
2 black
I
jerseys,
think,
a white jersey.
I still think Quickie's going to Seattle. I just have this
Wait,
feeling
what?
Quickie's going to Seattle.
Possibly.
Oh, the expansion.
Expansion draft. I just see it.
You guys see that supposedly the name's gonna be the Kraken?
Release
Yeah, that was a while back. So we'll see what happens.
I mean, that's
Seattle
pretty cool.
Starbucks.
Starbucks, the mermaids, the
Seattle
sirens,
Mermaids.
the sirens.
Yeah.
All I'm
yes,
saying is everybody who, because I know the fan base a lot of the time want to,
Trust the process.
yeah, they want to jump to conclusions and be like, why are they doing this kind of things? But trust it, because
It
the way
took-
things are looking 3 years from now, the Kings are going to be
It took
scary.
Lombardi a while to build that team.
Exactly.
And we're gonna.
And Blake learned under Lombardi. Like, that's what I'm hoping. I had
Kings
this
fans are
conversation.
they're gonna complain about everything.
Yeah.
The GM.
Everyone complains about
from
everything.
Alex Faust.
Every fan base, yeah.
They complain about everything that changes. You know.
That is
so.
true. Yeah, that's another one. I never noticed how
they
much
hate the
hate
poor guy.
Alex Faust
And then
gets.
poor Foxy is getting like bad tweets too because he's probably so.
Yeah, part of it right there.
leave The guys alone.
Yeah, dude, I didn't know that was such a thing until the other day I was reading about it, and everyone's like, talking bad about Alex Faust. I was like, I didn't think
There's
it was
people who
that.
talk bad about Joe
It's
Davis.
so annoying when I see people rag on Alex Faust. Like, what do you
was like,
want?
Well, I'm not
What
understanding.
do you want?
Hey, Bob Miller and Vince Scully and
Chick Hearn.
Chick Hearn and
Let
Chick
them
Hearn.
live their lives, man.
It sounded like you said Vince Gully too. with the G.
hey, all these great,
what?
Who's the Clippers announcer? Former
Right now?
No, former.
Oh, Ralph Lawler.
Ralph Lauer. You can, it's hard to replace these guys.
Yeah, because they're all
You
like,
you can't have that
But it's
expectation.
gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
They retire. They get older. I mean, you can. Yeah. It's
As
just.
we go on,
Yeah.
we get
Even Dodger fans with Joe Davis.
Yeah.
I mean,
LA fans. Let's just say LA fans.
And yes,
But-
Casey, I actually did give Chase Utley your phone number. He asked me to give it to him, so I didn't even have to offer it. He was just, hey, dude.
So
Case's phone number?
since before we end this King segment, let's talk about the Lucic McDermott fight. though.
Great fight.
That was
That.
Can we
was
just
a
talk
scrap.
about
How about
Lucic's
Martinez's
hair?
how about,
tips?
how about Martinez getting into a fight too?
Yeah.
Why is
Yeah,
Lucic's
Brooklyn.
hair blonde right now?
Because it's Backstreet
Calgary?
Boys
Call it
style.
midlife
I thought it was like a
crisis.
Calgary Flames kind of thing going on.
No, that was an old school.
That was a-
hot
Was that
fight.
Milan Lucic's tribute to Guy Fieri? Or Guy
Guy Fieri, yeah.
Fieri?
But
That's
no,
how you can tell Christian's a hockey fan because he led with Guy instead of Guy. I do that all the time when I read some
You didn't
things.
say Matt Wall. You said
Well,
Matt
exactly. That's the same issue I have too. I'll say
it's
Wall.
Wall, right? No,
I
it's
say
Roy.
Wall
Oh,
over
Roy.
Roy all the time. I'm just like, no, it's
Wall. No, but that fight between Big Mac and Luch was old school. It was.
Yeah,
it
heavyweights.
It was nothing. It was hey, let's fight because
they
both
laughed
our teams are
after,
stale
huh?
right now.
yeah, because
Yeah.
McDermott fell. At first, I thought
Yeah.
Lucic tagged him. That's why he fell. But then I saw
No,
the
he just
replay and he
slipped.
just lost his
no,
balance. But
the
still,
fight,
yeah.
The fight was just to hype both
Any-
teams up. It wasn't. No one hit anyone wrong or anything. It was just
And then
hey, let's go.
that was the game we were at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because do you guys remember
Except
after the
Bustos.
fight? Oh,
Except
Bustos.
Bustos.
I'll tell you what happened since you missed it. But after the fight,
saw the
they
fight.
showed him on the jumbotron, and then they zoomed in real tight on Lucic's face,
He's got
and he was
blonde shit.
he was like
Yeah, he's bleeding.
that
You can
helmet
see-
hit his nose.
You can
and
see
busted
you can
his
see it
nose.
from the TV.
But the crowd went crazy, and Lucic just kind of had to take it. He just reacted and just like looked up and was smiling.
Luch loves LA, man.
That's
He's
another
awesome.
Toffoli and Lucic were.
That's his stepdad.
That's his
Yep.
other one.
Luch
So-
is Toffoli's stepdad.
So that makes it
Luch's
Christian
dad
with
is-
Joint custody.
Step
It's
uncle?
joint custody for Toffoli with Carter and Luch.
So
So what is
what's-
that? Where do you
what's
come
gonna
into
hap-
that
I mean, what's gonna
family
happen-
tree? That's your uncle then, Uncle Luch.
Uncle Luch.
Hey, what's gonna happen with Vancouver and Calgary matchups now?
Why?
Aren't they like Canadian?
They are.
No,
some-
that's
Oh, those
Calgary
are
and
heated
Edmonton.
rivals.
Yeah.
not as much as Oilers Flames, but for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
Oilers
You guys
Flames.
saw that goalie fight the other day?
Yeah,
Ryan
that was
Smith.
great.
Cam
Yeah.
Talbot and
was
Mike
great.
Smith.
Yes.
Right in the middle.
Honestly, that's the one
Hashtag
thing
Mike
Jonathan
Smith is
Quick.
cool.
Okay, Jonathan Quick, amazing career. I'm not saying it's done, but thus far, an amazing career. The things he's missing:
Really
goalie
a
fight.
goalie fight and a goalie goal.
He won't
Dude,
get the
remember
goalie
with
goal.
Crawford when him and Crawford.
They came so close, and he
came-
also almost fought Jimmy Howard
Yeah. You would
one
think,
year. Remember
would-
they
yeah.
were like talking and they almost
You would
went.
think
Tony
how
Shark's
how scrappy Quick is when people go in his.
Yeah, he's always like jabbing and slashing.
Why hasn't he
like,
gone to a
Quick's
goalie
aggressive.
fight yet?
That's what I'm saying. You think of anybody in the league?
Do you remember Bernie's goalie fight when he went to Toronto?
Oh, with was it?
Yeah,
Detroit or
Quick,
Toronto?
Quick in the next 2 years as a Kings, because the Kings will probably suck the next 2 years, need to get into a goalie fight.
He won't do it.
Goalie fight. I know goalie goals are hard. It obviously barely.
He'll pull a hamstring. He won't do it.
Pecorino got one earlier this year, but it'd been like what, a decade or something before the last one, something crazy. But that's all he needs. The dude's got Conn Smythes. He's got Cubs.
Won the best goalie.
He's got a silver medal.
Did he get a Vezina?
He's
He's got a silver medal.
No, he has not won.
He got a silver medal just sitting there
He
on the
won
bench
Jennings.
in the Olympics.
He got to
He got the
won
Jennings
Jennings.
trophy. But yeah,
MVP. Yeah.
I mean,
I just want to point out how much I really hate Ryan Miller.
in general, as a human being, as a hockey
There's only
player.
time I like Ryan Miller.
As a hockey player, I genuinely... me mentioning Jonathan Quick's silver medal, and I'm just like, oh, yeah, that's right. That was the Olympics where, Ryan Miller gave up the golden goal to
Yeah, but
Sidney
Ryan
Crosby, who was an enemy of the podcast, by the way.
You cannot criticize Ryan Miller for that game.
Yes, I will.
Ryan
I am
Miller
going to
saved
criticize
the
him,
United
Bustos.
States
Let me
game.
have this.
No, you're not getting for that.
Let me
one.
be petty.
You criticize Ryan Miller for anything else, but Ryan Miller was
Ryan Miller
lights
failed
out
his
that
country.
play. Yeah, you failed his country by blaming Ryan Miller.
It's a cat.
All I'm saying is backup was Quick and Howard, right?
Yeah.
That one, that Olympics.
Yeah.
If Quick was in net, knowing now how clutch
Well,
Quick
Quick
is in
was so-
big games,
Quick was
I'm
so
just
young.
saying.
he
We're
was
just saying.
2 years younger than his first couple.
Yeah, then Quick was a failure during the past Olympics.
Oh my
You watch your mouth.
Hey, so if you're
Watch your-
blaming
I
Ryan
think-
Caleb,
Miller,
cut his mic.
We're
Cut his mic.
experiencing some technical
We're done.
difficulties
No,
right now.
if you're blaming,
I think we're
Put on the mask.
no, I'm not saying this.
experiencing-
If you're blaming Ryan Miller. Two Olympics. You need to blame Jonathan Quick for
2010 Olympics.
2010 Olympics.
Shout
sorry.
out to my cousin
2002.
who made that picture for
Sorry.
us, by the way.
You gotta blame
It's a
2000.
shout out to my cousin who made us that
yeah.
technical
And you gotta blame Jonathan
difficulty.
Quick for 2014, even though he did great against the Russians in that shootout.
Bustos.
It's okay, but we won the cup. I'll be selfish.
Bustos.
Forget the country.
We
We
would have
won
won
the
gold in
cup.
2010. Just saying.
No, we wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
You don't know that for sure.
Anyways,
Yeah,
Ryan Miller failed his country, and I will remind him of it every
All
time.
that we know for sure is that USA didn't win. Who knows? I'm saying
Hey,
Quick could have gotten
actually,
to his Super
Jimmy,
Saiyan God
you know what's
mode
funny?
2 years early
Johnny
in the
was not even the
Olympics.
third. Was not even the second string goalie that year.
Was he third?
He was a third
After
string.
Howard?
Yeah,
I don't
after
care.
Howard. So
Ryan
Johnny
Miller
would
failed
not
his
even
country.
got in that game. We didn't even get into a game.
Isn't the Olympics is this winter, right?
It won't happen.
But NHL
No,
doesn't.
no, no.
No?
Winter- no, the
NHL
Summer Olympics are this
NHL
year.
won't get it. Won't
I
do it
had
again.
summer this year,
Oh, yeah,
but
sorry.
NHL.
If
is
not,
being
maybe not.
petty.
Maybe. It
Anyways,
depends on the
Ryan
coronavirus.
Miller is an American failure. Moving on.
I stand by what I said.
I said what I said.
Jules asked on the YouTube chat
How many years?
till the Kings are competitive.
4 years.
So what?
I think
4 years.
4 years would be a championship
How many
contender again.
years till the Kings are competitive?
4 years until we're a
3
champion.
years. You're saying 4 years? A championship in 4 years? How long till they make the playoffs?
2
years?
To next year. and
So
the year
not
after.
next year, but the year following.
Yeah.
I
They're
can
gonna
see
win the
them.
cup.
I
They're
can
gonna
see
win
them
Competitive.
fighting. Yeah,
Fighting for a
Fighting
playoff
for a
spot
cup
in
now.
2
3
years.
for sure.
Championship, maybe 4.
Yeah.
4 to 5, 6 even.
Yeah.
Because these guys have to
Well,
get.
it all depends. In 2 years, if we give you a championship contender, it depends how our prospects develop. Because you can always trade some of these prospects to get good players.
You figure from when we drafted Kopitar, it was 6 years.
We
After that, he got his first cup.
we get good once we trade forward.
Wow.
I
We
agree.
also talk about Ryan.
My name is
Why is
Christian
this guy-
Allen, and I support this message.
Yes.
How many years until your new captain gets to see? That's what I want to know.
Who's the new
What-
captain?
what- Turcotte?
Yeah.
Or Mikey. How about Mikey? I think Mikey Anderson might get it too. Or
No.
Anderson.
Who? You hit him with the Snoop Dogg? Who?
Yeah,
You guys seen
who's
that
the
gif?
next captain?
No
That's a
one-
good question.
Alex
no one
Turcotte.
had- No.
No, I think Anderson has a good chance.
Oh.
God,
Well,
please
Anderson
don't
was the
blow up.
captain of the junior team last year.
I don't even know if he's gonna make the Kings.
Good for him.
I think if he makes the team, it's Anderson.
I vote Martin Fresh.
Well, like what? As in, what?
Martin
Captain
Fritz,
after,
let's-
after
let's-
Kopitar?
let's-
Wait,
let's-
I'm,
Let's
Yeah,
whoever
after-
shoots
after
the hardest.
But-
It's so far away
after
from that.
Kopitar.
I'd go up. I'd base it off of seniority then.
No, you take your best player or your best leader.
How many more years does Kopitar have?
6.
6 years,
6,
let's say.
Yeah.
Right?
So you would know from the young
Let's
Let's
guy.
just say
from now.
Compy and Dowdy and all of them are gone. Who would be the next?
We don't know who's
Actually, it might be Doughty directly after Kopitar because Doughty's career is probably going to go
3 more years longer.
Okay.
Yeah, 3-4 years after
non-core players.
After Doughty, Turcotte.
It's either Turcotte or Anderson, based on who's there.
And honestly, there's probably a player who the Kings haven't drafted yet, or a player who the Kings haven't acquired yet, who's going to be the captain.
Watch, it could be the.
We're talking about 8 years of draft picks in this time.
Watch me get the
Guys,
number
we're
1
be
pick
like
this year.
40.
And
Oh my god. Sorry.
watch me get the number 1 pick.
Sorry, Rico.
Thanks, guys.
You be 50.
I vote Wagner for captain.
No, he's not going to be on this team.
He's going to find
Matt
a way to
Love.
score. He's going to find a way to score this
Man,
summer.
I'm
Wagner
with
for captain.
Martin Frick.
I told you.
Spicy hot take. I believe in Austin Wagner.
I think he won't be on this team in 3 years.
No.
We believe in Wagner.
He's not going to be on this team
Trade
in
forward.
September. What you talking about?
Okay.
Dude has no finish.
Yeah, Austin
Not
Wagner.
yet.
He's gonna get it
working
together.
on it.
I believe that he's.
I hope
I honestly
so. I
believe
hope
he's
so,
gonna
dude.
get it together,
I
and he's
like-
gonna
I
get.
mean, I
He's
like
gonna get
it.
that scoring touch.
His
Yeah.
speed,
I
if
don't
he
think
can put the speed and scoring together, the dude's going to be unstoppable.
Yeah. He'll
But
be
he
like-
needs
he'll
to
be
get
like
that
Connor
second step.
McJesus.
I don't think he's going to be on this team after 3 years, too.
Hey,
I
you
agree.
watch it. Bustos.
This is the Austin Wagner
First,
podcast.
we're defending Ryan Miller. Now this.
Duck sympathizer Josh Bustos.
I heard the freaking new Ducks movie.
He said frickin'
Bustos, you can't say that word.
because you know what he was gonna say. The other word. He said frickin'.
Is it 2 or 3 strikes? Two.
Fricks,
Two.
Fricks are half points for Bustos.
One and
So
a
he's at
half.
1.5 right now.
Bustos.
Okay.
1.5.
Bustos isn't allowed to frick. He's much stricter
Does he have to wear the
vocabulary.
mask or the Shanghai jersey?
I'll wear the Shanghai jersey any day of the week.
He's like, I've been waiting for someone to ask me to wear that thing.
Yeah, so
I'm waiting for an invite to wear the Shanghai Rams jersey.
it's like, who's worse, the Ducks or the Kings situation right now?
The Ducks are
the
worse.
By record, us.
Sharks.
No, I'm saying
All right, in
future
terms of
wise,
Yeah.
win-loss record,
We're talking about
us.
future.
Yes.
We're talking
But
about
in
future.
terms of like for the future, oh my God, Anaheim is in the worst limbo, and I'm here for this.
But
not as bad as the Sharks.
Sharks are bad.
We talking about
Everyone is correct. Season injury for that team.
That was a really good segue. Thank you.
Yeah, Sharks.
So the best part of this,
Kinda
we did a really good Sharks funeral last year, and honestly, I went back and watched it the other day,
I did
and it's
too.
holding up. It's aging very well. It's
Yeah.
aging like a fine wine.
And I like how you, and Ray did that perfectly, like in the whole.
Honestly, I think because we had like been compiling that eulogy for a while, but basically, they're in trouble. Their window, this year is the last year of their window.
Woo!
They have no draft picks.
Yeah, we
they have no money.
They have a second and a fourth round pick.
The highest paid.
And they risked it all
defenseman
for
is-
Eric Carlson, who is out for the season with a broken.
They traded
With
their first round
Tomas
pick
Hertl.
to the. Actually, Ottawa Senators currently own their first round pick, which earlier this year was a lottery pick. How bad of a feeling would it be last year when we were all on our Capo Caco craze? If
You
we
were
knew,
the Crapo for Capo.
I was.
Lose for Hughes.
I would-
was
you
lose
was
for Hughes.
you were full.
I actually think Capco's and Hughes are great. Would have been great for the Kings.
Either way,
Yeah.
that's what we wanted all year. That's what was.
Either one was fine.
That was fueling us last year.
But here's a question. I have a
But
question.
having experiencing all of that suffering last year and having our pick traded to some team back east in their situation, Ottawa's pick was traded to Colorado last year. Now this year the karma's being returned. San Jose's pick is now owned by Ottawa. Imagine sucking the whole year and not even getting that highly touted first round pick. Man, that's
Deej,
that's hard hockey to watch.
let me ask you this
So
question.
there's a
That's
few, like,
soul-searching
there's
hockey.
there's a few like friends of mine that are Sharks fans, and they're just like, we have to win to avoid that happening.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, it still can happen.
they're trying to win for completely different reasons.
Hey, Deej, can I ask you?
That's hard, dude. That's soul searching hockey right there. Like you really gotta love your team.
And
to-
what happened to Doug Wilson? Does he stay with all this stuff happening?
I mean,
know
he
that
I
he's
would
got
honestly
injuries,
be
but he-
surprised. Like what?
The dude win
GM's
for
got
it.
it.
The dude win for it.
I admit-
you can't blame him for
All
that.
right, I gotta admit, as a hockey fan, like as an LA Kings fan and a California hockey fan, like years ago, I'd be like, man, F San Jose, and now I'm like, like kind of chill, and I'm just like looking at people.
You're
in San Jose,
sympathizing.
I'm just like,
What's wrong with you?
man,
I'm not
I feel-
gonna say
I-
nothing.
What's wrong with you?
the hatred for Vegas is
Well-
like trumping it all. Where I'm like, all right, I'm kind of like seeing things. I'm just like,
He has he has a
Yeah.
soft side for San Francisco teams.
There it is. I was waiting. I saw it itching with him. He's like, oh, I know. I was
Yeah.
like, he's going.
Yes.
He's playing the
I
Bay Area.
yes,
card.
I root for a Bay Area team. Thank you for beating that dead horse, Bustos.
I haven't mentioned that in a while.
Oh my God, that joke is like just as old as Larry King. Anyways,
We're 21
what I'm
seconds ago.
saying,
That joke
kind of
just
feel
turned
bad.
21.
I actually do kind of feel bad for San Jose fans.
I
don't.
feel bad for him in
Worst
the sense
limbo ever.
that because I'm a Dodger
I didn't
fan.
feel bad for us when we were going.
Yeah, exactly.
And I did Dodgers.
I'm a Dodger fan, so I feel bad for him because I know the hurt of having a good team and never being able to win.
Oh yeah.
But as a direct rival of the Kings,
I mean, in-state rival, haha.
yeah.
But like,
Well, and that's I was thinking about
we've
that
been
too.
there.
That's
we
what
know.
That's what sucks about it. Kings sucking and the Ducks sucking and San Jose's like teams were fearing coming to California.
Yeah, the murderers row. Like
I mean, you had to
like
back
everyone
to back.
hated the California trip.
The back-to-backs.
That trip was bad for any team coming over here.
Oh, that was a
All three
brutal back-to-back.
Fun times.
Yeah.
It's always
And
guaranteed.
now, let's go.
They're like, man, we need those 6 points.
teams. Easy 2 points.
Like Florida, like the Florida Panthers played the Sharks today, and like, oh, who we got today? Sharks? Yes.
Right?
Let's go. That's easy 2
And
points.
Florida won 5-3.
Yep.
Wow.
They got us next. I think.
Thursday?
Or do they play Anaheim beforehand?
Who?
Florida.
Florida.
Who do we play on Thursday?
You have a laptop, Bruce.
I don't care about what
play the
Atlanta,
Jets
who
tomorrow, we
the
play-
Anaheim
we
and
play-
we play
Sharks
Edmonton
play.
on Saturday, right?
Thursday.
We play Edmonton.
I
on
hope the Sharks and the
Saturday,
Ducks lose every
Sunday.
single game.
So who do we play on Saturday?
I mean, same too.
We play.
We got Winnipeg tomorrow. In Winnipeg.
No, we play Winnipeg tomorrow, and then we come home Thursday and Saturday and Sunday.
So we play
Thursday
Winnipeg.
we got Florida. Saturday we got Colorado, and then we got
Sunday.
Connor McJesus in Edmonton on Sunday.
And then Pittsburgh on Wednesday.
Take that, San Jose. Zero Stanley Cups.
Oh no!
Zero
Oh my
Stanley
God!
Cups.
Pittsburgh like
For the
next
San
Wednesday.
Jose
Those D-gens of fans.
Okay, so before we change into another sport, just quick. So the Stadium Series is going to Carolina next year. Who's your intake?
Flair country, let's get it.
Who are they gonna play?
Woo!
Washington.
I'm saying Columbus.
Washington.
Tampa, maybe.
I think,
No, Washington will get a Winter Classic or something.
no.
Capitals, Lightning are solid choices.
I think
In
Washington.
their division.
I was trying to figure it out
teams.
last night. Washington's the
They
closest.
may pick the Capitals because of like geographic.
Dude, but I'm sick of the
And they would
same
love-
teams playing.
They love
that's
them.
what makes it
They love them some
for what,
Ovi and
the
they love
Stadium
them some
Series?
Crosby.
Yeah.
The Kings played in 3 of them now.
Yeah, but the first two were
This is Carolina's
California,
first?
California based.
I'd like to see the Hurricanes
You know what
play
he
the
should?
Nashville
You know what?
Predators.
You know what?
Seattle Kraken.
Hey, you know who's
First
another
game.
team they might bring back? Maybe Boston. To bring back the old Boston versus Hartford rivalry.
No.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm going Islanders.
I was thinking,
Splash
the
list.
New York
Let's
team.
go random.
That's a team of the future right there.
Islanders.
No,
Okay.
but
Who
honestly,
has-
no.
who's-
If
what's
they,
the
if they were to
Boston?
pick a New York area,
Chicago
like
Blackhawks.
the metropolitan New York area, they'd probably go.
Where's
Raiders
it?
'cause
And
there's
where's
a
the
lot
Winter
of Raider
Classic
fans.
next? Who has the
Who
Winter
is the
Classic
Winter
next year?
Classic next year?
No, not Dallas.
Nashville?
No, Dallas just played Nashville.
No,
they
who has the Winter
they just played like
In Nashville?
wait.
No, Dallas played in Dallas. Cotton
Yeah,
Bowl.
at Cotton Bowl.
Let me find out right now. I have it.
Do it, Rico.
All I know is that I'd like to see. I wouldn't mind seeing Nashville.
It's Chicago again. Chicago
Again?
versus
They
Minnesota.
always-
the
has
12th?
Oh, yeah,
Minnesota.
it's Minnesota.
It's
at
Minnesota.
Turner
It's
Field.
gonna be Minnesota
Minnesota.
versus Chicago.
Again in an outdoor
How many
game.
Chicago's had like 6 already, 7 already.
Well, it's not Chicago, but it's probably gonna be Chicago.
It's in their contract every other year. They
I
have
mean,
to
who else
appear.
would Minnesota play? Dallas, and Dallas was there last year though.
Dude, they need a Rangers Kings Winter Classic, Yankee Stadium.
Hear me out.
No, in Vegas.
Hear me out.
Yes.
In Vegas.
But the
Here-
problem
Is
is,
he the
where's to
Dallas?
put it in Vegas? You don't want to put it in the dump of
How
South
about
Boy
this?
Stadium.
What happens if we just take a nice 15-year break from outdoor games? Let's make them fun again.
Why?
The novelties, I feel like,
I think the
I don't know.
I'm sick and tired of
If
buying
I know
jerseys.
Minnesota's playing Chicago, I'm just like,
I like the New Year's Day game, but
Carolina's playing
I'm
them?
not. I'm whatever for the Stadium Series.
Because they only have
I
they have the Heritage
I think you
Classic
should-
no matter what
I
every
think
year
you
for
should-
Canada.
if
Not
you're
every
gonna
year.
do it-
Not every year, but
I
every
did,
year.
one thing I did like about this year's Winter Classic was on a military base. They should have it.
Winter Classic was on
Stadium
Cotton
Same
Bowl.
Series.
same series in a military base. I like the idea of having it like at Naval Academy, at West Point.
No, they need.
felt
to
like
have
I was
that
watching
big-ass
Captain
stadium.
America, First Avenger.
Winter Soldier.
What on Saturday?
Yeah.
With the
Ah,
airport.
dude,
And you
Captain
about
Marvel.
the horrible logistics.
I meant
Oh,
like
I know,
the
that's
whole
what
like
Captain
Marvel. Higher, further, faster, baby.
How about the
I meant like
logistics?
the
Yeah.
I felt like the
Tommy, you missed
those
out on
USO
that.
shows
What?
The
kind of thing
logistics
where
of
like the
the
propaganda was
The
like
logistics of the Winter
of
Classic this year.
of the Stadium Series.
Oh, the Stadium Series?
How
No.
I missed it.
bad traffic for bad.
I was reading.
How
I was
fast-
No, I read all
how
of it.
fast can you deliver a package
I
from
read-
Denver into the stadium in 4 hours of traffic?
I read that 1 hour. Some people
Because you-
walked 1 hour because the parking and the whole situation.
And
was
someone died there.
Yeah.
Or
Someone,
around-
like, fell
someone
off a
nearby.
bridge or
Yeah,
something.
someone fell off a bridge. R.I.P. So,
yeah.
so
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's it of that.
that's the end of the hockey talk. Yeah.
Let's end that one on a high
Now
note.
let's
Thanks,
talk
Tommy.
about From the guy who went to the first XFL game in LA this year.
Are we talking XFL? Talking Wildcats? Are we talking Wildcats football?
Who are unfortunately 0-2 and do not look
Wildcat way. Yeah. So yesterday I went to the first XFL game.
Hey,
in
did
Los
they have more
Angeles in,
fans
like,
than the
nearly
Chargers?
19 years.
I think they did.
Did they have more fans than the Chargers there?
I think they did.
No, they did not.
It was tied.
All right, so I will. All right, let me just say from my experience of the game,
Okay, here we go.
putting the Wildcats at Dignity Health Sports Park instead of the Coliseum or even the Rose Bowl or any other outdoor venue, they made the right call by putting that team there.
I think they screwed up.
It fits it.
They should have
They're one of two teams that in the XFL that share a stadium with an MLS club. The DC Defenders are the other one, and they're like, they really made the right call because a lot of these other teams. No, the Houston Roughnecks are playing at a college football stadium.
Right. I thought they were playing at their stadium.
Let's put it this way. The XFL, a lot of these clubs, they're better off playing at smaller venues. They're not going to get the big crowds.
Because of the fans?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Strictly
a lot of
attendance
it's fun.
reason?
The game was fun.
Yeah.
The whole concept is pretty fun. It's really an interesting concept.
Yeah.
I dig it. But
No one got stabbed.
some of these teams in their venues, it's like
They should have put they should put
if
XFL games.
the New York Guardians who are playing in MetLife Stadium.
I don't even know their names. I'm not gonna
Yeah, no,
lie.
I've actually paid attention to the names.
I was like, okay, okay, Guardians
All
for
right,
sure.
I'm trying to give them some legitimacy.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Guardians
yeah.
of the Galaxy. Duh. All right.
I admire your dedication because I am still like, oh, okay, Guardians.
I watched it
So
for
the
5
New-
minutes and I was
Okay.
like, okay.
Well, that's you, Bustos. All right. Anyways, so the New York Guardians play at MetLife Stadium, where the Jets and Giants play out in New York. They're better. They really should be playing at Red Bull Arena.
It's too big.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw.
But I mean, do you guys remember when
The one team
Arena
that
is.
actually sort of pulled it off though was the Seattle Dragons because they're fans of the game. I
20,000.
randomly saw the game on Saturday on TV before the Kings Stadium Series game, and the crowd was actually in it.
Yeah.
At,
Seattle
in
fan base
Seattle.
in general, like soccer,
Yeah,
football,
they were
they
pretty
bring
loud.
it.
There was
Yeah.
20,000 in there. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, but anyways, getting back to the Wildcats, the crowd, the lower level was pretty good. Although the north end, the safe standing area where for Victoria Block for the Galaxy, two sections were tarped off.
Wow.
I think that might have been at request for the Galaxy.
Dead
It's
bodies.
Those seats are primarily for
His body's under there.
You should have put that.
No, it was just it's those seats are reserved
Yeah.
for for Galaxy matches. So
Do you see any suplexes or DDTs or?
they're really
not
stemming
bad.
away from the WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't like the first XFL.
No Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, where they
It
had
was
the
Where you don't
guest-
have
WWE.
Jerry the King Lawler and Jim Ross
Yeah,
calling the XFL
right, you
games.
don't
Yeah.
have
They
The Rock,
don't.
you
They don't
know.
have cool nicknames on the back.
No.
No, he hate me.
No.
I told you there was a ghost.
Ghost,
I
man.
told
You guys,
you
our
guys.
studio's haunted. I don't know. I don't want to say
Paranormal
anything.
activity, yo.
There's something going on.
Oh
here
my
today.
god.
Anyways, no.
we started a
But
ghost
the
show.
whole experience was pretty fun.
Will you be back?
Yeah, I'd like to go back to a couple
Do
more
you
games.
think the XFL will last? And if so, how?
I really
how long?
hope they do last. Like
I
if
think
they,
they will.
it's a nice little alternative to the NFL.
Especially because the NFL's not going on. I mean,
it
that's the
dropped-
only football you can
It
really
drew
watch
a
right now.
3.1 ratings this first week, which is not bad.
Wait, what?
On a 3.1 rating on Fox and ESPN.
I think also
that
the
sounds
difference
pretty bad to
between
me.
No, well,
He's like, only 3
what
people
NBA
watched it?
What the NBA is getting worse.
3.1 people. There was a baby that was watching it.
Just to go to sleep.
The NBA
Who was the point one?
NBA's are getting worse numbers on
Who's
ABC right now.
and I think that the difference with this XFL,
It was 3, and then Bristol's
XFL
turned it on and went to
version
3.1.
is, yeah, McMahon's not
He's one-
associating it with WWE. He's
put
not
one of a
going
human.
up against the NFL like he did the first time.
He's not trying
where
to-
he was trashing the NFL.
He's not trying to beat the NFL.
Yeah,
He's just trying to
and I
be.
think with a lot of people,
They're
crazy or
also
not,
treating it more like
Legit.
a developmental.
Yeah.
It's not an actual developmental league,
Development
to the
sucky
NFL,
players
but they're treating
who
it like.
didn't make
But
it.
also, I
Yo,
think
Todd Gurley
I think
was there.
people, Yeah,
I know.
there's a few rounds.
That's
of
what
They
we
games.
showed him on the scoreboard during the game, and then the Wildcats had a lead, and I kid you not, Dallas immediately came back and won.
I mean, Dallas had the better.
I'm not joking about that.
Dallas
Like,
has
it's
the
really
Scoping it
happened.
out once his knee fully gives out.
Dallas had the better quarterback though, because
Landry Jones.
Landry Jones is a lot better quarterback than Johnson.
And Nelson Spruce.
LA Rams preseason legend Nelson Spruce.
Yeah, the problem with the XFL is just the offense right now.
You loved him.
And Norm
that was your
Chow's
boy.
offensive coordinator.
That game, you
which
were like,
I tripped out on.
Yeah, their
Yeah.
XFL offense is not that great.
Freaking
I like the
another wannabe
rolls. I
Danny
like the
Amendola.
kickoff. I like the punt return.
Look, here's what SC.
How do you not even make that
SC,
roster that year?
Hawaii,
Because
that
he
UCLA,
busted up his knee.
Tennessee.
back.
Oh, that's right. He
Tennessee
got hurt
offensive
after
coordinator.
that. We got 2 combos going on right here.
Look at you're covered.
Nah, look at that.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, on our screen here, you're good.
It's our haunted set. Just
I'm telling you, dude. Ghost, if you are
Okay.
here.
Right.
So,
Okay,
But
so
yeah, no,
XFL.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was getting back to the whole game day experience. So the crowd, a lot of people. It's funny. A lot of like
that
Raider
you?
fans and like anti-Charger fans are like knocking like, oh, it's a bigger crowd than the Chargers game. No, it wasn't. The upper deck was not full.
Oh, it was open though?
It was like like people showed up eventually, but like
Yeah.
it wasn't like full. Like it was.
Everyone that went there.
I'd say like I'd say the crowd was about as big as like a weeknight LA Galaxy
think-
match.
I think
A
it'll
Galaxy
last.
match on like maybe like a Wednesday night.
This will last longer than AAF.
Well, AAF just blew all their money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the AFL?
Speaking of the AAF and the XFL,
The AFL 's still
it was a
going.
concept. I really agree. I've seen this on Twitter a couple
AFL 's
times,
still
but
going.
really,
Oh, it is?
Go ahead, Christian.
I
Apologies.
think that in terms of like expanding the XFL, like other cities, a city that really deserves an XFL squad. I thought that I wish they kind of got grandfathered in would be San Diego and the San Diego Fleet.
Or Jamaica.
But the problem is you can't.
That was an original team?
No, the AAF.
They were an AAF team and then they
The
folded
problem
on.
is you can't have more than 8.
Couldn't have too many
XFLs.
teams.
If it
They
grows.
could probably
Listen,
have.
you
They
can't.
could
No,
probably.
in
They
January
could
you
probably do
cannot.
10. They could probably do 2 more teams.
Well, how many teams do they have?
Why would you do that? The offense-
I like DJ's idea where if you're a crappy NFL team
Get relegated to the XFL.
and if you're in last place of the league, you get.
Tell
moved
me
to
that
the
wouldn't be the
XFL,
most
and
watched
XFL
game ever.
First team goes to the NFL.
Yeah.
Or they
Worst
play each other.
NFL team and best XFL
play each
team
other.
play each
Six
other.
spots for a season.
Winner goes to the NFL, loser gets
Year
relegated.
After year
right?
after year, it's going to be either Miami or Cleveland.
Just switching back and
Steelers
forth.
just stay there.
Every other year, Cleveland's in the NFL. They lose. They win back. They
All right,
lose. They
man.
win back.
Okay, at least
Speaking
we
of
win.
NFL, really quick, during my crazy Vegas trip the other day,
That you didn't
by-
call, that you didn't message me back because I wanted you to put $100 on.
Oh,
me.
I know. I already.
I was
left
so
one.
ready to sell him $100
So
bucks.
drove by the new Raiders Stadium,
So ready,
and I
dude.
admit it
You have a
is
gambling problem.
Cool looking stadium.
I know it is.
Wait,
It's
what?
basically
Where?
the stadium they were gonna build in Carson.
Yeah,
But black.
It's like so
But black.
we're gonna put it.
But
we're
it-
gonna
it
put it
is
here in
cool, man.
Carson,
It's
but
cool.
we're just gonna put it
Did
here
you
in
see-
Clark County.
You
Yeah,
see the
exact same
rendering?
thing.
I don't know. Maybe DJ and I need to do this as a video.
What?
You might have to go to an NFL draft in Vegas for some of the.
You want to go to the Bellagio?
Yeah,
draft?
Bellagio Lake.
yeah.
It's gonna be rough to get in.
down
over
for
there.
that.
Are they gonna close the street?
No,
Like,
no,
Yes,
small part of
apparently.
it.
And I'm like,
Small part of it, but they're not going to make it like as big as Nashville.
Dude, just stay across street at what was it, Treasure Island? What's across street from Bellagio?
Cosmopolitan.
Yeah,
The Hojo?
Get out. The Hojo.
The Hojo?
For those people that do not know the Hojo, we will not tell you because
Las
my
Vegas.
man.
I was like,
I don't say it the Hojo, but
Okay. Yeah, but the
I have Hojo rewards
but the,
member.
hey, but the majority of the draft's going to take place at the new Caesars Convention Center. Yeah.
watching you walk back to your hotel is the best always.
I have like 200 Hojo points. I can redeem it for a small Coca-Cola from the vending
I
machine,
was how you can you see my phone?
and I couldn't.
Okay.
When we used to stay at the Howard Johnson, and then they'd stay at the MGM Grand, and then he'd like watch me crossing the street into the shady motel,
It's like-
and then he'd be like flashing his phone light on strobe, and then I'd get so far where I couldn't even see his phone no more.
It's like
I'm like,
it's like a
see-
dad watching his son. Come on, hurry
do
up.
it.
No, Tommy was right there being Mufasa to Simba. You see that dark area over there? That's where we don't go. That's where we
So
don't
you guys
go.
played the Hojo. We stayed at the right behind the Hooters Hotel, that little timeshare.
Yeah, but that was a timeshare. We
Yeah.
were in a motel.
Yeah.
Was this the,
Hojo.
wait, was this the
Hotel.
last
Hotel.
Frozen Fury?
I'd probably say about 6 of the 7 Frozen Furies I went to was at the Hojo. The Howard Johnson, right next to the Motel 6.
So before the current Royal Army reboot, our last like invasion of like Frozen Fury
Yeah.
at T-Mobile Arena, which was I stayed at the Howard Johnson.
Yeah, that was our exclusive residence.
Oh,
Hooligan
God.
Sports had a contract with them.
It was so much better than that one hostel that
you guys
Norman
take-
Trayvon booked.
Did you guys
Oh
take
my
a shower
God,
in
it
our
was so
room because
bad.
you were like, I don't want to shower there no more?
Okay, we had to
I got
sneak DJ
tetanus.
into the pool a couple times, right?
Yeah.
Me and Christian, right?
I was like, hey, can someone let me use their room key?
MGM.
Yeah, we were sitting
Someone-
at MGM.
Where's your room key? Both of you guys are at
Dude,
MGM.
that's when you kept saying.
But
"Oh,
when people would
Rico's
ask me-
Rico's doing this, Rico's doing this. What are you gonna do to beat his sales? all
And
this
the
shit?"
first time you guys met each other,
I tried to sell
At the
shirt.
MGM. Yeah, you were like Hooligan, and he's like, "How do you know Hooligan?"
I am Hooligan.
It's like, how do you know DJ? How do you know
But
DJ?
I get a 10%
I remember
discount.
what I know. So I remember was that Frozen Fury, the last one. Someone came up to me because you said if you find him, you're gonna get like a
Yeah, we're
like
getting
a
a prize
$10
pack.
Sticker pack, I think.
I got throw it down. I don't want this
She's
shit.
like, I got 10
We
of
did
these.
that for boosters too. Like if you find boosters at Fenway, you'll win a sticker pack.
Did anyone
This
find
guy
you?
hides. This guy can hide.
Some
You'll
pop-
never find me.
I'm inside the green monster.
Okay.
All right, guys.
All
All right, Boostos.
Any
What do you
round-
want?
any
What,
round news?
what would you like to talk
There's
about
no
next,
round news.
Boostos?
There's
Phil
no-
Rivers is gone. That's only charging news.
Yeah,
Right
Philip Rivers is done.
now. He's gone.
No one wants to talk.
Again,
Basketball?
they have a top 10
Okay.
pick. I think they're
All-Star
16
game.
draft.
All-Star game.
Okay,
quick.
basketball. Before we start
Big tribute to
basketball,
Kobe.
we have one thing to say.
What?
Happy birthday to the GOAT.
Yep.
Happy birthday, Michael Jordan.
Oh, and Luke
I thought you were
Robitaille.
talking about Alex Caruso.
Luke Robitaille's
Like, I
birthday.
thought Caruso's birthday passed.
Cruisco?
Alex
The
Caruso.
Caruso.
Yeah. What do you think of the All-Star?
the
What do you think of the All-Star game?
Dude, the fourth quarter was so sick.
Yeah, fourth quarter. You've never seen that.
People playing hard in
Yeah,
the fourth
playing
quarter of
hard
All-Star
defense.
game.
Great defense.
I was ready for someone to start throwing blows, man.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah, when you saw the
so
offensive
great.
fouls and
Yeah.
everything being called, I was
Yeah.
like, this is an All-Star game.
yeah.
What are you doing? And even them playing, like actual defense.
Yeah.
Like they were trying.
You get
It's
two
refreshing.
charges. You get two charges, two review replays.
Yeah.
What are we watching? A real game or watching a
man.
exhibition?
And did you see when LeBron pulled up for
Yeah.
that three to win the game from
Yeah.
almost half court? I was like, dude, if LeBron would have made that, the Nike commercial would have been amazing.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Nike would have had a field day with LeBron.
I didn't
pull up
really
half
watch
court
it. I
three.
saw like a little bit of overtime, but like I heard like it was.
Yeah, it was crazy.
chaotic.
It was good.
It was intense.
I was like, all right.
Even there was controversy. I don't know if you guys saw the slam dunk contest. but-
Oh, that was. How can you not let the guy who dunk over Taco, 7'6",
right?
not win the slam dunk
He
contest?
jumped over a taco.
It was a 7-foot taco that this guy
It
jumped
was
over.
South Park, the little taco.
J-Lo.
Yeah.
Oh, see.
I thought you were talking about like the aliens that like transform themselves into like a taco. That
Yeah. I was
Dude.
I
What
got
boost
the
us?
one of the reasons why we didn't have last week's episode. I went to the Laker game and didn't invite anyone.
Yeah, we know.
Dude,
We're hoping
that,
you
thanks
guys-
for the invite, Boostos.
that wasn't that
We're
wasn't
hoping you
that
got
wasn't the reason
diarrhea
why
of
we didn't have
popcorn
this.
over there or something.
He,
But
I hope your beer was flat.
he got that he got
that's what
that
we
he got
told
that image off Google. He wasn't even there. He was at home.
He
In front of a green
Googled
screen. No, he was
Lakers
taking
top
pictures
deck.
in front of the green
He broke
screen.
in and just started.
Hashtag archive footage.
You know,
I'm in space.
I'm like, Boostos, who's that out on the court? That's no one on the current roster.
Nick Van Exel. Nick Van.
All right?
That's
I
what
was
I'm
like, is that
these teams.
Froby out there?
Is that the form?
I have a question for the Lakers. The Lakers have a
Is that an
3-game
orb?
lead now in the
What?
West.
Yeah.
Do you start resting LeBron and AD here?
For
and
what?
there?
They're not gonna. For what? They'll
'Cause
lose the number one seed.
Here we go, haters on.
They're gonna lose the number one seed.
Here comes Tommy.
Let's go, Milwaukee, baby.
Milwaukee's gonna be the number one team.
Oh no, I think
Hey,
we're getting
hey,
technical difficulties
Hey,
again.
and didn't you guys make fun of me when I said Memphis
Yes,
was
we
gonna go
did.
to the playoffs?
John Morant's the truth, though.
Thank you. Tommy strikes again.
I think
Lakers in 5.
we're getting
Lakers in
technical
five for what?
difficulties. again.
Lakers in 5, Tommy.
Okay.
For what?
Just Lakers
We don't
in
want-
5.
We don't.
Milwaukee's gonna.
You see the
destroy the Lakers.
hey, do you see the block of Giannis on LeBron?
On LeBron, yeah.
Yeah, under that that little
Yeah.
last minute. That was a amazing.
That's what I'm
block.
talking about. People are playing actual defense in an All-Star game.
Hey,
Get out of here, you little man.
What's gonna happen in the postseason when LeBron's being guarded by Giannis in the finals?
He's gonna get
If-
destroyed.
That's when AD's open.
AD's have to come up
Aha!
big. AD's have to come up big in that series.
Aha!
That's when LeBrow comes through. LeBrow.
Yeah.
Lakers in
LeBron.
5.
But Giannis can guard and will kind of stop LeBron. I'm not saying will contain LeBron.
I'm just gonna ask. Has anyone seen the Sonic the Hedgehog movie?
No.
Not yet.
My sister saw it yesterday. She says, really
Everyone's
I
saying
wanna
it's
see
really
it.
good. Word on the street
Word on
is
the
it's
street.
amazing. Nothing short of a children's masterpiece.
Sold.
Some say it's the Godfather Part 2
Sure.
of children's video game movies.
Whatever.
Children's movies based off of 90s video game
And we
characters.
didn't give a shirt away or something.
We didn't get a subscriber. Nobody.
Can tell us
We wanted the best.
Can someone tell us who won the Daytona 500 gets a free shirt?
Oh yeah, you guys had some NASCAR thing you wanted.
Yeah.
to
Ricky
talk
Bobby.
That's who won.
And that was a gnarly crash to end that race.
Yeah. It was delayed first of all because of rain. So
And our El Presidente, I think, was there. Fortunately,
Who?
El Presidente.
Anyways,
Who was
moving
that?
on.
Barack? I heard Barack's still in office.
So yeah, fiery crash
Barack's
at the end.
my homie,
Ryan
man.
Newman flipped his car. Roll cage collapses.
Enrico said he died.
I thought he died. I thought
Yeah.
That was the orb.
It
But he's
sounded
not
like-
dead.
The way
He's
everyone
perfectly
sounded like,
alive.
everyone
you-
sounded
you-
like he died.
No,
all the
dude,
announcers
so
were
they
crying
have
on
the-
TV already.
But that
They
was
were
a scary
crying?
crash.
Yeah, dude. Because so they have roll over like
in their cars.
yeah
Yeah, the cage.
the cage. That
And they have
that
flaps that are actually
it
supposed
got,
to prevent
like,
you from flipping over.
freaking
I showed-
dented in. So like there was so many sparks. You know, like in Cool Runnings when they're on
he
the ice
slid-
and their head is just like this.
Yeah,
That's what I could
upside
think.
down across the finish line.
Yeah.
No.
Finished
how
ninth
it
place.
Like Ricky
That
Bobby
was
went
the final
reverse.
finish? That was the
He was
final
going
lap?
Final
He
lap,
was
still
leading,
finished
he
that.
got bumped.
Yeah, dude.
No
Flew in the
way.
It was a crazy finish. I showed DJ the video
Yeah.
of the crash.
Yeah, he was showing me earlier,
I
but
think he still got second.
I was like, I don't know.
I think
He was like, "Did
I
you
think
hear?"
DJ has to go to a race and shit.
He was like, "Did you hear?" I was like, "Hear what?" He's like,
It's
"The
already
crash
next
that
week.
happened."
Next week is in
Vegas.
What
Vegas.
race?
It's Vegas.
He's like, "Boostas, how many left turns were there?
Auto Club
A lot.
500.
How many right turns were there?"
0.
Wow.
Other than crashes.
Wow.
It
Boostas! Damn. You savage Boostas?
Actually, it depends what race because there's 2 road courses.
And the Roval.
Huh?
And the Roval.
I can't believe Boostas is the most savage joke of the podcast after just talking about this guy almost dying and saying this guy made a
It
couple
was
right turns.
It was a spectacular crash.
It was pretty bad.
Thank God he came out.
Yes.
He didn't
He
stay
came out.
Non-life-threatening
Yeah?
injuries, but
Yeah.
very serious injuries.
That's always good. Wait, who's talking to us in the comments?
And it's Jimmy Johnson's last year.
Oh,
Yeah, Tommy
Jimmy
and I-
is a homie.
Yeah, Tommy and I were
California
talking
boy.
about how we kind of don't follow NASCAR as much since our guys have retired.
My father.
Hey,
met Jimmy
when
Johnson.
Busso says his guy, he means Danica Patrick.
No.
Didn't she have a crush on Danica? Wasn't she the? Who am I? Oh no, Alex Morgan.
I've met Danica too.
She's small.
What?
She's like that big. Yeah.
She has a hell of a
She is
handshake,
small.
though.
What are you
I mean,
talking about?
I kind of. I mean,
What are you
and Ryan Newman, thank God he's alive. Is the one of him, Jimmy Johnson, Harvick,
That was
Kurt
that last
Busch,
era
or is the
of
last
those
of like the old cars?
early 2000 drivers. Yeah. they're
Okay, guys.
You know, like on the Peanuts when they're like, wah, 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 wah.
That's
That's
DJ
what I'm
right
saying.
now. So
Okay, so
doesn't care about-
NBAs. Okay, so what are your So
Okay, who's your guys' top NASCAR pick? Who's winning the next big race?
I don't know.
How do you
I
make
don't
those
watch-
picks?
I don't
Well,
watch
it's a
the
genuine
games.
question.
This was your.
It's a point
This is
system.
actually your big race. Now, this was the biggest.
Well, like
There's-
in an individual race, how do you know? I was like, oh, this guy's got this engine.
No, they
well,
all-
It's depends on.
They
the
don't
track.
cheat like the Astros.
Yeah.
They all have basically the same like.
So
No,
that, that's what I'm saying. How do
it
you
depends
choose a
on the
winner?
track.
It's like
Yeah.
horse
It depends
racing.
on the track.
Yeah.
So certain
Drafting
drivers
and
do certain
aerodynamics.
ones.
Everyone says they
Dynamics.
all turn left. There are different shaped
It
tracks.
also
Yes,
depends
they
on
are.
the engineer.
So
with
certain
how far-
guys can
Certain guys
drive
do
certain
better on
ones
short
better.
Tracks compared to 2-mile tracks.
see, I didn't know
There's
that.
Mile tracks, there's half-mile tracks.
It also depends on the horsepower you have in your engine.
And yeah, and the way your engineers build your car, the way they.
The
tweak it for
Daytona
that weekend.
500 is like their Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's their
That's
biggest.
what-
I
race
know
of the
that,
year.
but I feel like it's just such a random
It's
draw.
such a great race, though.
Like, how do you actually make a logical pick? Like, oh no, this guy. Like, I don't
Track
understand that
history.
Depends how
part.
they do on the pole.
It's like horse racing. Like, who has the coolest name?
It's like in
how-
golf.
it's how they
NASCAR.
do-
I'm like,
it's-
what advertiser is a product that I like?
It's like in
Oh,
golf.
he's like Goldfish Crackers. I like Goldfish
yeah.
Crackers. I'm a vote for that
Dude,
guy.
the guy
Sometimes-
who won
sometimes
today's
racetrack-
Daytona's Denny Hamlin. He's freaking sponsored by FedEx.
So you hate him.
I can't
You
stand
hate
him.
him.
But I hate him. I hate Kyle Busch and I hate Kurt Busch because
FedEx,
brothers.
DHL, and
I-
who's the other?
I'm
no,
kinda sad
Kurt,
that
Kurt, Kyle Busch
USPS.
is sponsored by M&M's.
I kind of
For
sad
those-
that Jimmy Johnson is retiring this year. It's
For
like
those
the
who
last-
aren't
sponsored by
familiar, Tommy
Lowe's.
works for UPS. So those.
My favorite driver is
Amazon?
Cal Naughton Jr.
Wow, shake and bake.
It's Magic Man.
Okay. So what else do we talk about now?
Okay, so but seriously, the Lakers
you
are not
singing?
going to win a championship because
Yeah, you
Milwaukee's going to destroy them.
That's my producer.
They are, dude.
I think it'll be Lakers Milwaukee.
We don't talk about Lakers when Tommy's here. We already have this
No,
rule.
don't be, dude.
Lakers
The
in five.
Clippers have been. There's another ghost.
Cost.
The Clippers have been giving the Lakers a hard time this year too, man.
Yeah, no, they have.
The Lakers are saving it. That's what I've been telling
Saving
you.
it for what?
The playoffs when it matters.
When they win in 5.
Just like they didn't win.
I'm scared of Milwaukee.
Just like when they didn't win on
Lakers
Kobe's
in three.
freaking. Just like when they didn't win on Kobe's Memorial game.
Lakers in 5.
I agree
Garbage.
with Tommy.
What?
I'm scared of Milwaukee and I'm scared of the Clippers. Those are the only two teams I'm scared about.
You're not scared of me?
You are
No,
honestly.
I'm basketball.
You're honestly scared of this.
basketball. Did you guys see when he walked out? His little dance move?
Sometimes you think Bustos will not invite us to another game.
They'll probably release.
What's
You're
the
on
over
the
under of
sides.
him inviting us to a game now?
Over 10. Over 10.
Busso, it's okay.
21.
All right, we
21. Christian, I can't
we want to
gauge you
know
sometimes.
we want to
You're
know the
true wild
backstory
card.
of that game and who you went with.
Oh, I want Kobe.
Okay, how about this? Bucks and the Brewers versus the Lakers and the Dodgers. Dodgers are playing basketball. The Lakers are playing baseball.
Okay.
Also flip for the Milwaukee teams. Who's taking it?
Dodgers and Lakers. Yeah, because some of those Dodger players actually like.
Christian Yelich and Giannis Antetokounmpo versus Cody Bellinger and
I
LeBron
cannot
James.
pronounce that name of my life dependent on it.
I just
Giannis, Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo.
It's still hard.
That's how you say it. You say it like this.
Okay.
He's Greek.
What else is there to talk about?
We should talk about the tattoo you're gonna get.
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh
next-
yes,
I would do
dude. I
King's
wanted.
tattoo.
I want to go, but
Next
The
this-
first 20 tattoos are free, Boostos. Free King's tattoo.
Nope.
Do it, Bustos.
We want to film a video for
Okay.
the,
Come on,
for the
Bustianos.
channel.
Do it for the brand.
Do it for
Dude,
the brand. Do it
yeah,
for the podcast.
whatever.
You know, I wrote on the comment section. I'm like, okay, but how big is the tattoo though? Like,
It's gonna be like a
Whatever.
small, like
I know. It's
1
just
inch
like,
by
really,
1 inch
come on,
shield.
man.
Okay.
Where you going?
I
He
don't
started
know.
talking about tattoos and he got uncomfortable.
No, I just don't want one for you guys to make a
Why?
video.
Okay, we
Bustos.
won't film it.
Bustos, would you never? You
We'll
will
just talk
never
about
get a
it
tattoo
afterwards.
in your life.
I don't want a tattoo right now.
Not of the Kings.
Not a Tiger Woods,
Not of Tiger Woods.
dude. He has a
Not
big
a Tommy?
Tiger.
Alex Morgan.
No.
Alex Morgan.
Freddie Garcia.
No.
Friedman?
No.
Andrew Friedman. That was gonna be my next.
Who else is the other one? that he
Friedman in a
loves?
King's jersey and a baseball and a Dodger hat.
Golfing
Dude.
on the driving range with the perfect swing,
Okay.
What's Tiger
Anything
Woods'
else?
polo shirt?
Anything else we got to talk
drinking a strawberry virgin daiquiri.
Daiquiri.
about? So what else?
Remember he answered his freaking FaceTime when we were calling him, and he was asleep. Apparently asleep.
He was asleep and his shirt was off. He was all out of breath and his hair was messed up. We're like, Bustos? He's like, I'm in Mexico. I'm asleep. We're like, Bustos, it's 8 p.m. in Mexico. What do you mean?
Oh my god.
Okay,
Dude.
so what's
Nothing, bro. That
Quick
was a
topic,
solid.
You guys heard about the Biz Nasty Carcillo drama going on?
Whoa, yeah, let's talk about that. So
That's
apparently,
that's pretty
Who?
big.
Daniel Carbomb
Carcillo.
Carcillo, former Kings legend,
Used to
And
be number
Chicago
13.
Hawks.
Former Hawk, former Flyer.
said some racist stuff to
dropping
Biz
N
Nasty.
bombs to Biz Nasty.
Dropping
Who's,
N-bombs
I didn't
in
even
the
know.
NBA.
Nasty is
NHL.
half black.
I didn't know that. I didn't know. Yeah, this whole time.
Yeah, Biz Nasty's half black, by the way.
I had no.
I'm
clue.
totally lost on this.
Power to the people.
So it
I
happened.
have no
It happened on Spin Chicklets podcast,
Yeah.
where Biz Nasty called out Carcillo and said, "No, Carcillo, did racist stuff back in the day."
No, he called him out on Twitter.
Oh, it was
But
Twitter, right?
It was
Something
Twitter.
like
He called him
that.
out on
He said
Twitter.
Carcillo would come out like in a KKK hoodie or something like that.
He had a
He
swastika
would call
sweater
him the
underneath
N-word
his. Yeah.
and stuff like that. So people got word of this and then started threatening Carcillo and his wife. At their
That's not
home.
cool.
There was sending death threats.
That's
So-
not cool.
So Carcillo was trying to squash it and said, "Hey, yeah, he did apologize. He did own up to it and said, yeah, I did do those things. I apologize, whatever." It was a more meaningful apology than the Astros apology.
Anything's more.
And then, so I think it's just he's waiting for Biz Nasty's reply to that. So
Has there been anything? No
I
response.
haven't seen anything in the past.
It was
I don't know.
Carcillo. All right, so it was Carcillo coming after Jeremy Roenick for some antics. Obviously,
Who got released from
he got
NBC?
released from NBC.
For saying something on Spin Chicklets.
Yeah,
About
And,
Catherine Tappan or something.
Yeah, they
like
want to
that?
have a threesome with her and
his wife.
and Sharpie. No,
Oh.
with Patrick Sharp.
Oh, I thought
As he did, he said it.
When he said, I thought he said Sharky, like the shark.
SJ
mascot or
Sharky?
what?
SJ Sharky. Wait, did you say?
Take that, San Jose. Zero Stanley
the
Cups.
freaking
Zero Stanley
Sharky
Cups
playing.
for the San Jose Sharks.
but yeah,
They don't even know what the
Roenick
Stanley Cup
got in
looked
trouble
like.
with
They
NBC.
fell on their head.
Carcillo chirped that, and
Chirp, chirp.
Biz Nasty Church.
Biz
Tim,
Nasty coming for. Biz Nasty's like, hold on a minute, son.
I
Sit this
bit
one out.
my tongue for too long.
Sit this one out, big shoots. And
Yeah, that'll be an interesting follow-up.
Yeah,
See what happens next week. You
I
guys,
saw that in real time on Twitter. And I'm just like,
Celebrity
oh snap!
That was a very.
you're saying
very-
Biz Nasty Carcillo Celebrity Deathmatch? It's like D-list
That'd be good.
Celebrity Deathmatch.
We should create celebrity death matches.
Let's just do we'll do our own right here with action figures. Just like, oh no, Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, we should have a list right now. Let's do an episode. Who will win a celebrity death match?
That's what I'm saying. We got to come up with
Biz
something
Nasty by a country mile.
for sure.
Black History Month.
Remember
Let's do it.
remember we said,
He's not losing in
hey,
February.
that should be our whole show one time of who will win in a fight or who wins.
We did that on one of the episodes.
Yeah.
Remember we had a bunch like who'd win in a fight, Kenley
Yeah.
Jensen or
Yeah, we should just do that. We should
every
bring
year.
that back for an episode.
LeBron versus Kenley. We had weird ones.
Kinley.
No, LeBron.
Kenley with the
Kenley.
super heart. I
Two.
feel like
Oh no! Never mind.
Justin, dude, Justin,
that note,
Justin Sellers or Alex Caruso?
Caruso's
goat?
going undefeated. What are you talking about?
Okay.
I have Caruso taking Conor
I was
McGregor.
not expecting Tommy to go with the
Shut
Justin Sellers
up.
reference,
You
but here we
crazy.
are.
Conor McGregor will destroy him.
Caruso would destroy
How about
Conor
Los
McGregor.
Angeles Dodgers legend Justin,
Justin
Sellers.
Sellers, dude.
Cell block. You guys, solid episode.
That was.
I
a
feel like
solid
we're just
episode.
like
Yes, it was.
we're on fumes right now.
That was a great episode.
Solid episode.
Can't wait to hear what more the cheaters are going to say.
Next Monday we'll have more. We're moving these shows to Monday. Also, we figured out one of our big issues we're having. This podcast is going to be back on audio, back on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So if you're listening to this one, thanks for coming on this hour 45-minute ride with us.
Yeah.
40-minute ride.
Thank
It's
you,
been fun.
everyone.
Solid episode. Next week, follow up. We got
More
more.
spring training.
more spring
Astros,
training.
You know the Astros are going to
You already know some big events going to happen in baseball.
More trades.
More
possibly with the Kings.
Hey, who's going to get traded from the Kings?
More Manfred.
And
Dumb comments.
More XFL.
Hey, Trevor Lewis, how do you feel about insert Eastern Conference team here?
Alec Martinez might be gone. Trevor Lewis might be gone.
Name your king. He might be gone.
Insert veteran King player who won a cup with us here.
Who has a 1 or 2 year left on his contract?
But yeah, guys, solid episode. Don't forget to check out the store, hooligansports.net.
A lot of great shirts.
We got a lot of topical shirts going right now. We got some more new stuff coming out. Also, let's get your guys' Instagram names up here one more time. Follow the boys. Give the
time.
boys some love on Instagram.
Yeah.
Or Twitter.
Or Twitter.
You
Yeah,
can
most of
thirst
it's the
over your
same.
boy on Instagram and the Twitters.
For those listening, Josh Bustos at JRA Bustos. Christian Allen at Christian Allen 1.
That's
Rico
both on
Alonso,
Twitter and Instagram.
Godfather _ TTU. He's the
Instagram.
Godfather. We got Tommy with at Toms _ Kings 06 and me on Instagram, Jesus87.
And feel free to slide into Josh's DM.
Also,
Oh,
yeah,
ladies.
please, we can't urge this enough.
And any tattoo vendors out there.
Slide into Bustos DMs. Christians too. Just let him know what's up. Show your boy some love.
the 21st DM into Christian's DMs is our lucky winner.
21st DM
Free shirt.
to Christian will get a free Hooligan prize pack. And on that
Thank you
note,
so much, Tommy.
That's cool.
don't forget to subscribe,
Thank you guys for watching. Good night.
Thank you, guys. Chick-fil-A.